How are you, mixed martial artists? How are you, Jim? Good morning, Jimmy. You feeling jolly, mate? What the hell is going on down at Misfits? What's up, quarter QMB VC double Z LKJ? We're gonna have to fucking work on a nickname for that, mate. How are you, Justin Kennedy? Good to see you, brother. It's Tony time. It's Tony time. What's up, Mickey Ward? Good morning, mate. How are you? This is a good time for you British peoples, for the Britons. This is a great time for the Britons, this Misfits card. Just call you Q? I think we will just have to call you Q, mate. Well, that's what we'll go with. What is happening at Misfits? Oh, we're doing a rap. We're doing a rap show before we do a fight, are we? Of course we are. How are you, Eric? Good to see you, mate. What's up, Junior? Good to see you, dude. Vargas bullied that boy. Yeah, I barely had it on. I was eating breakfast and watching it in the background. Doug, I would like to formally request a membership. You know what, Mixed Martial Artists? Let's do it, brother. Let's give you a membership. Membership gifting. Here we go. Ready? We'll wait till more people come in here and then I'll give some memberships. We'll wait because I can give 10 memberships. So we'll give 10 memberships for Christmas. And we'll do it right as Tony Ferguson gets his hand raised, Mixed Martial Artist. So we'll do it then, mate. T-minus 3 days until I rob you blind in Monopoly. I can't wait for the Monopoly stream. I've got work booked in next week, and I'm specifically taking the day off to do the Monopoly stream. I'm very, very excited, mate. Where's the shirt at? You know where it's in. It's in your special baggie, son. Did Tate destroy the bloke? Tate hasn't fought yet. Apparently, Tate was meant to be fighting at 4 a.m. Hey, no one's walked yet. I don't know. What's going on, Nacho? No UFC is depressing. I know, brother, but at least we have these sideshow circuses to get us through, and then we can do career watch parties, and we have to have our GOAT debate as well, because I said we would save that for the New Year's. So we got to have our GOAT debate too. Plus, we got our New Year's award stream. My God, the thickness on the left-hand one here. Hang on a second. There's thickness on the left one. The brunette. Thick as it gets. What's up, Justin Kennedy? Bosh. Jake Paul embarrassed boxing last night. I mean, he ran around. Jake Paul ran around for a very long time. For 5 rounds, he just ran away. Vargas pulled a Shavkat on his ass and beat that boy up. That's what you get for calling his mom a bitch while he's just sitting right there. Yeah, I don't know the story too well of what went down there, Junior. I saw that he was still lippy after the fight. Is that because he was bad-mouthing his mum? As that went on? You know what problems with me and Monopoly? Hashtag bankrupt me, mate. I think we should be betting with real money while we do the Monopoly stream. Every 100 Monopoly bucks is a real dollar. What do we reckon? Tate is mid at boxing, but not as mid as this DeMoor weirdo. Yeah, we'll find out. I've got to say, I'm very disappointed with Andrew Tate and this whole setup. To be honest, he's not Andrew Tating this at all. Andrew Tate's meant to be like the businessman with the. If I'm gonna have a coffee shop, I'm gonna have the best coffee shop. I'm always gonna make sure everything's done perfectly. When I run a business, I do it perfectly. This boxing event has been slow. The promotions have been minimal. Misfits.com doesn't have a fucking website. Tapology hasn't been kept up to date. It's pretty fucking disappointing. So you wouldn't watch yesterday's boxing, but this is fine. Yesterday I had a very important day, Jock. Good to see you, man. I was attending to personal business, Jock. How are you, man? How you been? Merry Christmas to you, dude. BBC Tate will destroy this guy? Probably. I mean, he's probably picked out a can, right? Did you see the TikTok kids attacked Andrei Arlovski? I did. Ballsy of them, but they only attacked Andrei Arlovski when they had all their security with them. They wouldn't attack Andrei Arlovski one-on-one. What the fuck is this dude doing? What are these walkouts? Oh my God, boxing is a joke. What's up, Nacho? How are we, man? Yeah, brother. Anderson foot tap to uppercut is a thing of legends. Dude, I can't imagine how happy you were yesterday. I had it on yesterday on the phone, just keeping a fucking eye on it. Anderson Silva, 50 years old, knocking out Tyrone Woodley. Incredible. Incredible. Just how ass is Tyrone Woodley's career, man. The fact that Jake Paul is a gimmick and took Joshua, a top 4 heavyweight, 18 minutes to end the fight. I know, that is a bit embarrassing, but you got to remember, Jake Paul ran away for 4 rounds and shot double legs. I'll give Jake Paul credit. In the 6th round, he gassed out and he stood there and he copped a heavyweight punch on the fucking jaw. And it caved his jaw, and his jaw was broken in 2 places. And then he got up and laughed it off. All the credit in the world. From one YouTuber to another, all the fucking credit in the world. But he did spend the first 5 rounds running away and blasting double legs, which I kind of get, right? Like, if someone was like, Dougie, go in there and fight a heavyweight boxer, I'd probably do the same thing. Run away and then just blast double legs for a little bit. I get it. At the press conference, the black dude insulted his family, literally called his mum a bitch, Kevin Lee style. Don't you ever talk about my mum. Hang on, Tony Ferguson's walking out. 1 second, chat. It's good to hear the music again. It's good to hear the music again. It's Tony time. I love to hear it. You convinced the boys in the Discord to bet on the silver, so I was sweating it. Hey, nice one, Nacho. I saw all the boys in the Discord and were absolutely loving it, man. Like, you're a boxer, you knew how to cut people off better than MMA fighters, sleep him into... I know he should have chased him down and properly slept him, but anytime he did cut off the cage, Jake Paul just jumped on the legs, right? I dream one day we get Mario and Anik on the commentary in the UFC. One day, BBC Junior. Who knows what's going to happen in the future, right? If we move from Paramount, you never know. We might go to Showtime. Who knows? I heard he only owns 10% of Misfits and KSI still holds the majority. Oh, okay. Well, it hasn't been very good promotion. I'm not going to lie. I was at Paul Joshua last night. Paul got the fuck beat out of him. He did, Miguel. He did. Broken jaw in 2 places. The guy that Tony is fighting is the dude that Dylan Dennis submitted in 10 seconds. Tony Ferguson will do it in 5. He fucking bullied Woodley. I know, man. Anderson Silva marched him down and bullied him. Thing of beauty. A thing of absolute beauty. Anderson Silva, 50 years old, still getting it done. Former UFC champion Tyrone Woodley. Not a problem. I celebrated more for the Anderson KO than the Poetan Slam. Oh, dude. I can't imagine what it would be like, right? You've been a fan of this for so long, Nacho. I can't imagine what it'll be like in 15 years' time to watch Dustin Poirier sleep, I don't know, someone who's a champion now, right? Like, someone who's a champion now, in 15 years' time, Dustin Poirier knocks them out. That will be such a weird feeling for me, you know what I mean, Nacho? So, yeah, I can't imagine what it's like being an Anderson Silva fan yesterday. If I was fighting Joshua, I would probably do the exact same fucking thing. Not gonna lie, it's Anthony fucking Joshua. That's what I mean, man. Like, I can't... Like, Jake Paul is a YouTuber. I'm an amateur YouTuber. $10 million, you go in the ring with one of the heavyweight champions of the world, top 5 ranked heavyweight. I'd run around for a bit for as long as I fucking could. And then if he hit me so hard in the face, my jaw split into 3 pieces, I don't know if I would stand up and laugh about it. But Jake Paul did, and you kind of got to give him some credit for that. We can all kill a chicken in a 1v1, but if you have to catch it first. That was Paul versus Joshua, and people aren't seeing it. That's exactly right. Like, it's not Joshua's fault. Jake Paul was running away. It's hard to KO people who are actively looking to disengage. That's what I mean, man. Like, yeah, I agree. My stream worked perfectly for the last fight. As soon as it's Tony time, it starts lagging. That's what it does, man. Tony gives off the energy, Jim. That's a wrap for Jake's boxing career. His chin is fucked now. Yeah, it's over now. It's over. I hope you enjoyed it. But he can still crush cans. Did you see the size of the ring that Jake fought in? Yeah, they gave him plenty of room to fucking run around in. I noticed that. Look at the size of this ring. It's like half the size. Paul is tough, though. I'll give him that. I can't stand Paul, but respect to Jake for having a granite shit. That's what I mean, dude. Like, he copped a proper cross from a legitimate heavyweight, and he got back up and laughed it off. That it deserves a level of respect. How are you, Mitch? Good to see you, man. Merry Christmas, brother. I hope you're having a great one, dude. How are you guys watching? If you go to the Discord, I've put a link in there that you can watch. Showed up for Tate, but not Jake. Yeah, mate. Mate, I was busy yesterday, right? I had personal business to attend to. Personal fucking business. All right. Let's get the clock up, guys. Let's get the clock up. Where's the clock? Surprise the world. Took out Salt Puppy. Tony Ferguson surprised the world, folks. Tony Ferguson. Surprised the whole world. Took out Salt Puppy, folks. Dude, the Misfits setup is shit. It is shit. How are you, Capatheus? Good to see you, man. Poirier KOs JDM in 15 years' time. That's what I'm saying. Imagine if Dustin Poirier KOs JDM in 15 years' time. I don't know how I would feel about that. It would be insane to see, to be honest. We can all beat Jake, a gold medalist heavyweight champion. Can we all beat Jake Paul because of gold medalist heavyweight champion? Yeah, I think so, Capatheus. How are you, man? There were whispers that Jake Paul's jaw is Whittaker maxing. It's caving in, man. There's nothing I can do to hurt Joshua, so you might as well spam the double leg. That's what I mean. You might as well throw the double legs. Man, people gotta cut Jake some slack for that mouse. People gotta cut Jake Paul some slack for that cat and mouse performance. No shit, he's gonna be scared. That's what should have happened. I think it went down exactly the way it should have gone down. Jake Paul ran away for a bit, blasted double legs, and then got fucking intro music is still on. Thank you, Nacho. Appreciate that. And then got slimed out. The fact that he managed to take the shot without passing out is insane. How much gold did you buy this time? Don't worry about it, brother. That's my personal business. Beautiful boxing from Silva yesterday, but knocking out Woodley doesn't help the can crusher allegations. Still very impressive at 50. It's still impressive. Look, Tyron Woodley is a former UFC champion. Anderson Silva is 50 years old. Tyron Woodley is something like 15 years younger than him. The fact that Anderson Silva knocked him out is fucking impressive, no matter what time of the week it was. The photo before the KO has Paul looking like he's staring at the Grim Reaper. Please, that's what I was saying. So when I'm like looking at it on the phone, all that's going through my head is, please don't hurt me. Please don't fucking kill me. Please, Anthony Joshua, don't fucking kill me. If Joshua hit me with that same shot, I'd be going flying out of the ring. That's what I mean, man. Like, Jake Paul's not an athlete. He's just a YouTuber. And he copped a proper cross from a former heavyweight champion. He got his jaw cracked into 3 pieces and he got up and laughed about it. I'll give him his fucking respect for that. Record for the most takedown attempts in pro boxing history. I saw a meme. You can kill the man. It was Marab, but not the idea. And it's Jake Paul. I fucking love it, dude. It's impossible not to respect Jake. I watched him get back up from that knockdown and like, wow, you could just quit and people wouldn't say shit, but he kept trying to go. I know, Mitch, it's kind of crazy, dude. The local twink was getting fed up with Dougie not paying his tab. I had to pay him in gold. How are you, Crisp? Good to see you. The stream is working perfect for me. Why the fuck does the UFC... I know, actually. Stream East is like HD, perfect. It's going perfectly. Why doesn't this work for UFC pay-per-views? I don't know. Round 1 just ended. It's Tony time. His face was so real, he got his jaw broken, but the fact that he laughed it off is insane. That's what I mean, dude. Like, just that fact alone. Like, yes, he ran around for 4 rounds. I don't blame him. I'd run away for 4 rounds as well. But the fact that he got his jaw cracked and then laughed about it, fair game, mate. Fair game. Jake Paul didn't believe in himself. Genuinely, I think he would have taken more rounds off Joshua if he mixed in his running with a couple of rhythm jabs. Bro won the 4th off that. He actually did have success a little bit there. He running away, jab, run away again, jab. Like he was... And also, until Anthony Joshua landed that good combination at the end of the first round, I was giving Jake Paul the first round. Is that crazy? Because Jake was the one landing on him and then running away. And then landing on him and running away. Like, it was very strange to watch and score, but it's how it went down. How are you, Chatterhead? Good to see you, brother. I have a link. Yeah, there's a link in the Discord if anyone needs it. Did you watch the full main card yesterday? It was actually really good. Anderson. I watched Anderson and I watched Jake. That was it, yeah. I scored that first round for Jake as well. I know, like... Crazy. This card has been shit. This card's been abysmal. I've had it on all morning. Fucking Dougie's fucking corner cunts. What's going on, Jethead? Yeah, this card's been horrible. Prime Tony, mate, it's good to see Tony in there. So this is Tony boxing, not MMA, right? So Tony's not defending. I thought Tony had an MMA title. I don't fucking know. Oh, no. Dylan Dennis is their MMA champion. Tony's their boxing champion. Jake took a round over Joshua too. Jake took round 4. I gave him round 1. It could have been 2 rounds off Anthony Joshua. He didn't feint the knee. He tapped his shoe in tribute to Roy Jones Jr. It was beautiful. Can't get it to work. Let me try again, brother. Let me try a different stream for you, brother. Let's go again. In the Discord. Go to the Discord. Everyone, if you're in the Discord, can you share your links for our brother in arms so we can get it going? And also make sure you're using the Brave browser. Use the Brave browser. But there you go. There's hopefully that works. If you guys have a different link, please share it. How good is Anderson Silva? Crazy, man. Crazy that Anderson's still getting the win. Fucking crazy. Craziness. Cheddarhead, did you bet on the card yesterday? Did you win any money, brother? Also, like the stream while you're here, guys. Let's get it out there. I saw that Guru's live and Frankie's live. Everyone's live right now, so like the stream. Tony working to the body here. Turns out I'm better betting on boxing than MMA. I can't believe you guys were betting on that rigged fight. Oh, Tony's got him against the ropes here. Big back of the head shots from Tony. You love to see it. You want a bit? Nice one, mate. I don't rate him high in the GOAT list because of the roids, but he is amazing. Everyone on the GOAT list is on steroids. Fight! Fight! They're selling him to fight. He's trying to call it off for the back of the head shots. Tony's trying to fight him. Warren Spencer doesn't want to fight. He's bitching about the back of the head shots. Yesterday was easy money for betting. I can't believe you guys bet on what I thought was going to be a rigged fight. You want a bit? That's good, man. I don't rate him in the go. Yep. Someone bet like $6 million on Anthony Joshua to win. Not even a joke. That is bizarre. I mean, obviously Anthony Joshua is going to win. Oh! Warren Spencer with the return, but Tony's on him, and Warren's down. Tony's trying to get him up. Tony's talking to him. Warren's bitching about back of the head shots. I bet Joshua KO over 3 rounds, parlay 2-1. Oh, nice one, Cheddarhead. Tony is unhinged. I love it, mate. I love angry Tony Ferguson. Dude, Warren Spencer is a bitch. He's being a bitch. Stop being a pussy cunt. Get into the fucking fight. Cry about it, kiddo. What's up, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page? Little bitch crying about punches, dude. Tony's hairline? Mate, Turkey have done great. Fuck you, Warren. You're a pussy, mate. Get into the fight, dude. What a fucking bitch. You got 6-1 yesterday? Nice, Crisp. So what did you guys get 6-1 on? Was it the fight going over 3 rounds? What did you get it on, Cheddarhead? Over 3 rounds for Cheddarhead. Nice one, man. I want to see Tony sleeping on the canvas. Fuck you, Nacho. Tony is our Anderson Silva. Dude, there's one shot to the side of to the back of the head. One shot. What's up, Bilal? How are you, man? Tony's hitting him with that Jordan Anderson. No. Dude, it's one shot to the back of the head. We are Tony Ferguson. We carry the flame. Tony doesn't exist in Anderson's world. Mate, I'm in Tony's world, all right? I am all about the Tony Ferguson. You got it working? Awesome to see, Turkey. Love to see it, brother. Love to see it. It's Tony time. Oh, Tony's down. Oh! Why are these pussies always crying about back of the head shots when it's the ear? Because they're trying to like fucking duck and weave a win. You gotta be a man about duck and weaving a win. Like Jake Paul. Like shoot double legs. Cheat. It's great Tony just outdog all these whims. I know, dude. Old man Tony can just rush forward. Oh, Tony with the headbutt on the clinch. Did you see that? Tony with the headbutt on the clinch. You'll love to see it. I had Anderson with over 5 rounds. KO Joshua 1.5. Free over 0.5 punches landed for Paul. Nice, Chris. So you want some money? He's looking much better than ever with his last few UFC performances. Yeah, it's because he's fighting nobodies. It's like he's sparring in the gym. You know how everyone looks like a hero in the gym, Nacho? That's essentially what's going on with Tony Ferguson. He's just working a heavy bag. Fuck him up, Tony! Headbutt him, Tony! I advocate MMA fighters to cheat, but yeah, fuck it. Go for it. We had Anderson KO at $5. I know, I saw that, dude. That was glorious. You guys were all winning big bank on that. If I had tailed you guys on that bet, I'd be back into gambling because I would have refilled my gambling account. But my gambling account is empty and I don't want to get back into it. This isn't our sport. Fuck it. Yeah, dude, this isn't serious. None of this is serious. Fuck it. Cheat. Run around. Shoot double legs. Fucking headbutt them. It's a joke of a sport, dude. And this is a joke of a card and a joke of an organization. I thought Andrew Tate would do something to give it some pizzazz, to make it different in some way. But he hasn't done anything to make it different. Even look at their clock. Their clock is just so generic. It's so generic and shit. It's a circus. Throw some fucking elbows. Yeah, man. I want to see a spinning elbow. That's what I mean, dude. Just fucking throw it. Fuck them. Don't take this seriously. Dude, Tony's working him. Tony's working Warren. Nice 1-2 from Tony. What a combination. Warren's wobbled now. He's wobbled, you guys. He's wobbled. Throw the knee, Tony. Just fucking send a knee, Tony. Dude, Tony has no head movement. He never has. Tony has got negative head movement. He just keeps his head so center on the line. That's it, Tony. Work him, brother fucker. Work him, Tony. Work him. King Green could rule Misfits. Dude, King Green could fight in Misfits until he's 60. No joke. Yeah! Yeah! I enjoy watching good boxing, but Misfits always makes boxing look like a fucking joke. There's no talent at all. I mean, yesterday during that co-main event, those two women had good boxing, and I loathed that. I loathed that. That was such a wasted time. He was trying to throw his spinning elbow. I missed the spinning elbow. Hopefully they show it in the replay, dude. Bobby Green would be good here. Bobby Green would be a fucking god. He would be a god, man. Tony bullying this little wag of a thing. Tony almost spinning elbowed him. I missed the spinning elbow. I must have been looking at the chat. UFC needs to re-sign Tony. No, this is perfect for him, Cheddarhead. Come on, man. We need to see Tony Ferguson as a double champion in Misfits. Boxing champion and MMA champion. My burrito's coming up. Green and Misfits would be like that one clip of the dad hitting the kids while they're running around on the carousel. That's what it would be, man. Bobby Green would fucking bully these cunts. Imagine if he KO'd him. Tony's going to KO him. I believe in him. Tony is him. We will forget the 8 losses in a row. I don't even know what you're talking about. What 8 losses? So far, he's undefeated in Misfits, Antoine. Tony's pretty good. Tony's pretty good when he's hitting a heavy bag. Weirdly, the last 2 rounds of the women's fight were the only entertaining rounds of the fight. I don't know who thought it was smart giving them a 12 3-minute round. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't understand why the fuck you put the women right there on the co-main event on Netflix. 8 losses was AI. It was a simulation. It didn't even exist. But I don't know how it ran for you guys, but Netflix was running perfectly on my phone. Running fucking perfectly. What's up, Dark Light? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. The Dark Light Delirium is here. Tony versus Islam? Book it in Misfits. Only in Misfits, brother. Only boxing, brother. My goat is undefeated with DJT in the office. As long as Donald Trump's been president, Tony Ferguson's been winning. I said, wow, look at it. Look at it go. They keep forcing women's sports down our... I know. Combat sports is for men. We don't want to fucking watch women. The only time we want to see women in combat sports is when they're helping us count to 3 on what fucking round it is. That is the only time they need to be around. I don't know who the fuck thought it was a good idea to do Anderson Silva, Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, and in the middle of that happening, how about half an hour of watching women spar each other? What fucking idiot thought that was a good idea? Don't forget me when you get big, Dougie. I'll never forget you, Darklight. Never. I know a lot of people are saying it's rigged, but in boxing it's hard to finish when the faster guy runs. I don't think that was rigged at all, Toad. I think that was a YouTuber fighting a professional. The YouTuber ran away as much as he could and blasted double leg takedowns whenever he was in trouble. I don't think that was rigged at all. I don't think you can rig getting your jaw broken in 3 places. Green the Great sleeps him in boxing? No. Oh, Tony's throwing him around! Tony's bodying him, mate. We need Green Tony rematch in bare knuckle. Not in bare knuckle. I don't want to see Tony in bare knuckle. He needs gloves on. His poor brain can't take it. Tony versus Islam. Islam gets boxed up and uses roids. Tony gets to tape razor blades to his gloves. Book it, Tate. What's up, Showbiz? How are you, brother? Missed your streams lately? All good, bro. All good. You're here today. Merry Christmas to you. I like watching the women bang. Yeah, not in boxing, Darklight. Maybe on the hub. It was definitely rigged. Joshua made millions not KOing him early. I mean, I don't know, Cheddarhead. Jake Paul literally ran away. It is hard to KO someone when they're running away. And anytime he did manage to cut off the cage, he just blasted a double leg in a boxing match. Oh! Warren fucking slams one on Tony, but Tony's right back in the fight. Tony's head movement is legendarily bad. Good God. The rig talk is just cope. Yeah, I don't think it's right. He didn't throw a straight for the first 4 rounds because he was running away. It's hard to throw a straight when he's running away. Jake Marab pushed by Anthony Van Joshua. Jake Marab Paul punished by Anthony Van Joshua. Yes. It seems like we need someone to take on Islam at 170. Book it. Tony Ferguson. AJ knew Paul was going to gas out running around the ring. He does it every single fight. You can see him literally doing the cha-cha slide to get Paul running. Dude. Paul was running around and there were points during the fight. He's holding on to the ropes trying to get his breath back. You just got to wait for him to slow down and then fucking crack him. My stream keeps buffering. Mine's buffering too now. Mine's buffering too. Tony's doing pretty good. He should, man. Who the fuck is he fighting? Warren Nobody. Jake Paul is rent-free in Cheddarhead's brain. Cheddarhead can't believe it took boxing 6 rounds to finish Jake Paul. Joshua's simply not risking the idea of getting KO'd early by a Disney Channel kid. Well, that's the thing. Whenever Anthony Joshua, relaxed for a minute, Jake Paul would throw a big meaty overhand. Jake Paul tried to sleep Joshua. He had a red-hot fucking crack at it. And Joshua was just like, no, dude. It was a sparring match for 4 rounds. Money was made and then the fight started. Yeah, I don't know, Cheddarhead. Maybe. Sparring matches don't require you to shoot a double leg when you're in trouble, you know? Maybe it was like an unspoken thing. I don't know, Cheddarhead. I'm not buying that it was rigged. I think it went about it exactly how you could imagine it. Someone ran away as much as they could until they couldn't run away anymore, and then they got their jaw fucking shattered. Jake ran until he gassed out and couldn't anymore. Fluked 5 and 6. Looked legit, but the people who don't watch boxing will say it's rigged. Yeah, I don't think it was rigged. I disagree. I don't think it was rigged. There's zero chance they risk the legal ramifications of rigging the first 4 rounds. Surely you know how insane what you're saying sounds. Yeah, Cheddarhead, the chat disagrees with you, brother. My great-grandfather is more lumber than current Tony. Tony has got 0 head movement. None. And if Warren Spencer had any boxing at all, Warren Spencer could hurt Tony Ferguson. His head is on the straight line, but Spencer just... I mean, it's Misfits, you know what I mean? The funniest part is when Anthony Joshua legitimately reversed Paul's takedown and put him knee on belly. There's a legitimate universe where Paul gets ground and pounded. Dude, I saw that. That was the one where I was like, this is a joke. That was the one where Anthony reverses it, puts his knee on him, and I'm just like, what are we watching? What are we watching? Let's rig the first 4 rounds. It sounds insane just even typing that out. Yeah, I disagree. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think Jake Paul beats Tony Ferguson. Jake Paul would sleep Tony Ferguson. What does Cheddarhead not understand about running away? It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. What's up, Larry? How are you, man? Tony the GOAT back in peak form, coming for Tyson Fury next. Set it up. How you been, Larry? How's your week been, brother? Tony knocked this dude's teeth out. I think that was the mouth guard, Jimbo. I think that was the mouth guard flying out. Back when Haney and Skull Canelo happened, running was a big talking point in boxing because it's so hard to fight someone doing anything but not engage. Well, that's the problem. You don't have leg kicks to cut them off. If they're just running away, they're running away. Tony has head movement like Crawford. I got hands like Canelo. Dude, Tony's head does not move. It's Tony time. It's Tony time. 20 seconds. Come on, Tony. Let's get the knockout, mate. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. Oh, Tony wobbles him. Tony wobbles him. Tony's trying to finish it. Tony's what? Tony doesn't get the finish. Oh, Spencer survives. Man, Tony fucking hurt him with that last shot. What's up, T995? How are you, man? Cheddarhead says, I said for weeks that's how it's going to go. That's why I bet over 2.5 rounds and the Joshua KO. I don't give a shit about fighting or boxing. Fair enough, Cheddarhead. Fair enough. Hey, dude, you called it. You won money on it. That's all that matters, Cheddarhead. That's all that matters, dude. I thought I heard the commentators say he lost some teeth. Maybe, but it looks like it was just the mouth guard to me, Jim. Maybe they did. Spencer is 3-2. No wonder Tony looks okay. That's what I'm saying. Tony's just in there against a fucking heavy bag. The blockhead does not concern himself with counter shots. We do not get slapped by Warren Spencer. We can take his shots. Bro, the Paul fight was rigged in the sense that if the fight goes 6 rounds, it gives Paul out for excuses and then he can keep going. I don't think the Paul fight was rigged at all. You do not rig double leg takedowns in a boxing fight and getting your jaw broken in 2 places. I disagree with Robbie and with Cheddarhead. I don't think it was rigged. It's been fine, not good, not bad. Been short on work, so just bored a lot. Oh, Larry, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully work picks up after the Christmas break, brother. I've been busy as shit. I've been busy as fuck, mate. I've been really busy. So, yeah, life's been good. It's the Christmas season, so work is wrapping up now. I got a few works. I got a few jobs next week. So I'm looking forward to that. Give Tony a title shot against Islam Makhachev now, yeah? I hate influencer boxing. It's ruining the sport that I love. You love boxing, Jock? I think it's saving boxing. Where can we watch the fight? Go to my Discord. Did you watch Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul? I did, T995. I did. I kept an eye on it, brother. Tony getting his head spun by a fucking can is crazy. I know, this is the thing. This is why, like, Tony should not be in real fights. He'll die. Does Woodley KO Tony Ferguson? No, I think a leaf falling from a tree KOs Tyron Woodley at this point. Anthony Joshua literally said Warren Spencer told him what round to knock Jake Paul out. Please send me a clip of that, Jock. Let's rig it 4 rounds. Yeah, I don't think it was rigged. Boxing is a shit sport. I only watch the big fights when not enough is going on in MMA. That's all it is. Boxing is just filler for MMA. That's all boxing is. I think the fight was legit. Jake literally ran for 6 rounds and AJ couldn't chase after him. That's what I mean. Like, I don't understand why people are saying it was rigged. Like, if it was rigged, wouldn't Jake Paul engage and Anthony Joshua would pull his punches or miss some of them accidentally? Like, the fact that Jake Paul was forced to run away for 6 rounds, for at least 4 rounds, makes me say, how can it be rigged? You don't forcibly run away and embarrass yourself by throwing double leg takedowns if it's rigged. Streamers chats are crazy. They are pretty out there, Junior. They are pretty out there. If the Jake Paul fight was rigged, he would have made himself so pathetic looking the whole time. Thank you, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. Exactly what I was saying. Whimpering in the corner, doggy position right in front of the camera, ass up in front of the screen. That's what I mean. Like, he ran away. If it was rigged, you wouldn't need to run away. Ali been saying that for weeks before it happened. There you go. Of course, Help Me says that bro is an L-take in human form. Wow. Things will pick up after... They usually do, Larry. They usually do. Tony Ferguson is officially on a winning streak. We're so back, boys. We're so back. Fucking boxing, I'm glad it got clowned on. Yeah, me too, Ali. You guys think boxing is real? It wasn't rigged. That's cute. You guys think boxing is real and that wasn't rigged? I don't think that was rigged, Cheddarhead. Sorry, brother. Jake Paul KOs KSI? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I honestly prefer the sport of boxing over MMA. The problem with boxing is that interesting fights aren't forced to fight each other, whereas in MMA, you have to fight interesting people. I completely... Yeah, all right. Fair enough, Chris. That's all right. I definitely do not prefer boxing over MMA. Boxing is boring to me. The pacing of the cards is horrible. The fights itself generally are tappy sparring matches. BKFC is fast-paced and there's nowhere to hide. There's no big gloves to hide behind. So I would much rather prefer BKFC, brother. I'm whiter than you. Please stop it. I live in center. Okay. It's clown sport. You guys brought tickets to the circus. It's a clown show and it was a circus, Cheddarhead, but the show was real. The show was real. I don't think it was a scripted show, mate. Imagine if he did the McNugget speech again. McNuggets! Let's listen to Tony. God, Tony takes this so seriously. I love it. God, he takes it so seriously. It's gold. Jock is saying, I'm pretty sure Joshua knew some people close to him had money on Paul making it past the 5th round, so he took it easy until then. You could say that. Maybe. I mean, it looked to me like Jake Paul was just running away, and Joshua was like, he'll slow down eventually. I've got half an hour to clip him. People who do not watch boxing don't know how often fights like that happen, where someone runs and hugs. Yeah, it does. The hugging in boxing is the worst part. The goats of boxing always fight the most interesting people. I don't watch enough, but I don't think boxing is interesting enough to pay attention to. Andrew Tate wins by KO. He's a fighter. He fucking has to win by KO. Otherwise, it'd be very embarrassing for him. That is the whole point, Jedhead. We watch it to clown on it. We said 40% of UFC fights were rigged a month ago, but last night's circus on Netflix was real. Yeah, both can be true. Both can be true, Cheddarhead. Both can be true, yeah. 40% of UFC fights can be rigged, and last night's circus can be real. Both of them can be true. How much exposure has Dude Wipes made on the Woodley sponsorship? I saw that tweet, yeah. Dude Wipes on Woodley's ass as Woodley is constantly eating the canvas. Genius marketing. Influencer boxing is better than real boxing. BKFC is better than real boxing. It's a show, but those clown shows really are crammed in the car, and yes, the purple one is in fact drunk. Okay. People say rigged whenever a Paul fight, but people can't stand the fact that Paul puts himself in favorable matchups, and they're disappointed when he wins. That's what I mean. Like, it doesn't need to be rigged. Like, it's Jake Paul against an 80-year-old Mike Tyson. It's Jake Paul against an old Tyrone Woodley. It's Jake Paul against a wrestler, no hips having Ben Askren. These fights don't need to be scripted. They're already kind of favorable for him to win. The two fights that he has had that weren't in his favor were the Fury one, which he lost, and now this one with Anthony Joshua, where he literally ran away for most of the fight. And the moment that he gassed out and stopped running away, he got his jaw broken. It seems like it's pretty legit to me. To be fair, the co-main was decent and the co-main wasn't bad. The Silver Woodley fight was entertaining. I didn't spend a second paying attention to the co-main event because I don't care about boxing and I couldn't give two fucks about women boxing. And it was good to see Silver get a win. Yeah. Tony's just having fun. Tony's taking it so seriously, man. Why would they rig Jake Paul fights? He is not a star. He doesn't sell pay-per-view, so why would they do that? Use your brains for fuck's sake, says Ali. It surprises me that so many hardcore Combat Force fans can call Paul fights rigged with no proof. It's like they turn into retards. I've learnt a lot about the MMA fan base over the last 2 years doing this, Junior. Yeah. I finally made the live stream. What's up, Shiloh? How are you? How are you? How are you? Because they make a shit ton of dirty money, says Cheddarhead. Might be an idiot. He is famous. Like, Jake Paul is unimportant. Why would they rig his fights? He's literally saved boxing. Like, him and Turkshay Alik have saved boxing. They can also be true. First 4 rounds were rigged and then the rest was real. Yeah, you can be, but I just disagree with you, Cheddarhead. I don't think they were. Like, it could be, Cheddarhead. It could be. You could be right. I don't think you are right. I disagree. This rig talk is hurting my brain. Yeah, I disagree with the rig talk. Is it just me? The stream keeps buffering? No, my stream keeps buffering as well. Jake Paul has been favorable matchups his whole career, and we're all shocked when he fights a CT version of Mike Tyson, when he beats a CT version of Mike Tyson. Yeah, I wasn't shocked at that at all. I was saying he was going to beat Tyson. They should release the purse amounts for Misfits. I want to know how much money Tony is making. Yeah, I'd love to know that, Jim. Doesn't matter. Tony's having fun. I bet the house on Andrew Tate. All right, Shiloh. Good luck. We'll see how it goes. I've been very disappointed with Andrew Tate's promotional skills. I ain't going to lie. Very disappointed. It's literally... Oh, sorry. I missed Jock here. Jake said he's coming back to cruiserweight. Jake is going to be incredibly undersized and fat at that weight class. Jake Paul looks like he is a blown-up lightweight or welterweight at best. Jake Paul seems like he's a welterweight. It's literally coat because you don't like Jake Paul. Like, people who give a shit hate him too, but they ain't rigging shit. I don't think it's rigged. How are you, Cayman? Good to see you, man. Tony whooped that ass. Tony should whoop that ass. I think Paul Chavez fight was rigged. I don't know anything about this. I don't watch boxing. I don't know. I expected it to be legit. Jake isn't retarded. Obviously, no one would believe it was legit if he had won or even just didn't get KO'd. I figured he'd try to survive. Except getting finished eventually, using it to try and gain some respect for taking an unwinnable fight and losing like he should have. That's exactly how I think it was meant to go, Larry. That's how I think it went. Like, he was just trying to hold his chin up high while he got the shit kicked out of him. And he did get the shit kicked out of him. Jake Paul was unironically the guy that introduced me to combat sports. Yeah, his name matters. His name carries weight. We don't want it to, but it does matter. Is Tate next? Tate is next. I think Jake's whole goal was to survive. Very difficult to KO someone in 30 seconds when their goal is to run around a 22-foot ring and shoot takedowns like an MMA fighter. Literally what I think, Cayman, and what I've been saying. Exactly what I've been saying. I don't know how you can knock someone out when they're running away from you in a giant ring, and anytime you do manage to close the distance, they're blasting a double leg on the hips. If Joshua threw any power shots, if he threw a single straight right in the first 4 rounds, I'd be agreeing with you. Again, Jake wasn't there to throw the shot at. Jake was running away. He probably should have been disqualified. I was screaming that he wasn't disqualified. Screaming. I was like, what the fuck is this joke? Tate will win by KO. He's a fighter, for fuck's sake. You keep saying that, Antoine, and I keep telling you, he needs to. It'll be embarrassing if he doesn't. Am I retarded for betting on this? Yes. Tate has god-awful boxing defense, flatline KO incoming. Yeah, it seems like he's got very linear forward and back kickboxing defense, and he's always looking for the body on his opponents. And hopefully to gain some trust that all of his fights weren't rigged. I don't think his fights needed to be rigged. It was fucking Ben Askren with no hips, 40 years old, who's a wrestler. You know? It was Tyrone Woodley. That was his biggest challenge. The first one was a draw, then he adjusted and slept him. Then it was Anderson, like Jake Paul's fights. Then it was Then it was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's 80. Had a heart attack on a plane that year. Like, Jake Paul's fights don't generally need to be rigged. They're already set up for him to win. Some of the most annoying to watch, horrible 4 rounds in boxing rigged to look like, got it. Some of the most annoying to watch, horrible first 4 rounds to ever watch in boxing were rigged. Yeah, that's what I think. Like, if it was rigged, it would be better. The Tyson fight was free money. People forget that the speed he could swing his hips. He no longer has the hips as a 60-year-old man. I agree. He did throw some heavy hitters early, but they didn't land because Jake Paul was running away, right? A lot of nuance in rigging over people's heads. The nuance of the rigging is going over people's heads. I don't think it is, Robbie. I just think you're flat out wrong. If Tate wins by KO, he'll have to talk about Tate versus Paul. That's never going to happen. I don't know why Jake insists that fighting heavy, he's slow, chubby, bad cardio, and lacks power. Yeah, I don't know. I think it gives him confidence, just that personal confidence. I'm not sure, man. Exactly, just lost in a respectable manner, essentially. It's hard to KO someone way smaller than you when they're shooting takedowns. Yeah, or even land on them. Joshua went full Humzat with Jake's jaw. Joshua went full Humzat. Yeah, snapped it, broke it. Jake made sure to increase the ring size for that fight. Yeah, if anything, that was the rigging, so we could run away more. I was screaming for the ref to start the count. Don't blame you, man. God, if Tate gets KO'd, that'll be embarrassing. Yeah, Tate has to win this. Has to. Andrew Tate is a classic soy chinny kickboxer with horrible pocket boxing. You know what, Toad? I'll agree with you on this one. His pocket boxing is disgusting. He literally just leans out of the way and looks for the body. People are acting like Jake wouldn't have gotten crucified by Netflix if he didn't take the Anthony Joshua fight. It was him being ballsy. It wasn't him being ballsy. It was him being sent to the Coliseum like an indentured servant of old. Yeah, so if he didn't have a big fight for Netflix, MVP Promotions, his promotion company, would have to pay back the money. So he was like, fuck it. I'll just fight a heavyweight and get my head kicked in. And he did. Tate's tall man defense. Move straight back and elevate your chin. He's limiting himself with boxing against a taller, bigger dude. I agree, Junior. That's what it is. The tall man defense. In, out, chin, all the way back. Does anyone know the guy Tate is fighting? I have no idea who the fuck Chase DeMoor is. Jake already is so much shorter than Joshua when using his movement to duck really low. Hard to land power shots when you're punching down. Yes, and someone is also ducking and blasting a double leg. Jake shooting on the hips isn't crazy. It's a common way to initiate a clinch in boxing. That was crazy that he was looking his arm around AJ's legs as well. Legitimately doing single legs. I know. They were proper wrestling. It was a circuit. This is what I mean. Like, I don't understand. This is why I don't get the rigged talk. I don't get the rigged talk. Like, Jake Paul is doing a circus act. He's running away, blasting double legs, going for the around the legs. If it was rigged, it would be a boxing fight. Bro yapping for years, he gets slept by a retard. It's a horrible leg. Yep. I've seen boxers and coaches at the gym call Paul fight rigs. It hurts my brain. Yeah, it doesn't need to be rigged. Jake Paul is fucking 28 years old fighting 40-year-old Ben Askren, who's a lifelong wrestler. It doesn't need to be rigged. He did throw power shots, plenty of them. They were just the most telegraphed ones, and since Jake was only focused on surviving, they weren't hard for him to mostly avoid while he was fresh. Fair. Wasn't DeMoor the guy who got egged? I don't know, Charlotte. I have no idea who Chase DeMoor is. It's probably just because since Jake doesn't have to cut weight, his chin is way better and he can be a little bit more confident about not getting KO'd. Could be. Could be. And also he wants it to appear like Jake is a showman, so he may want it to seem more dangerous by coming in thick and girthy. Is Tate fighting next? Tate is walking out right now. Is Andrew Tate and... Shit ahead. Weren't the Paul brothers wrestlers in high school? They might have done a little bit of wrestling, but it's not like, you know, Mariah Carey-ass walkout. Tell me about it. Ugh! Tate's walking out now. Logan Paul was a state champ in wrestling. Okay, there you go. Rig talk is annoying to me. Makes me want to punch every retard saying they're rigged. It's all good. All good. Tate's getting chinned. Dude, imagine if he gets chinned. I knew it was DeMoor who got egged. Dougie, you see the clip? It's hilarious. I haven't. Oh! Getting the egg broken on his face during the weigh-ins. I think we have watched that together. There were moments when Anthony Joshua was digging to the body. Jake Paul took a knee, but the ref didn't call body shot knockdown because all the other flopping Jake Paul was doing, giving him time to recover. Dude, Jake Paul was eating up 30 seconds at a time with these takedowns. It was insane. Feminists are rooting against Andrew Tate. Feminists are rooting against Andrew Tate. They can't wait to see him get slept. Dude, if Tate gets chinned, it's going to be fucking hilarious, Kennedy. This has to be Misfits' problem. I've changed to multiple websites and it's still buffering. Yeah. Dude, they're selling this for $60 on Rumble. If Jake gets KO'd instantly, the Jake experiment is over. If he loses 6 rounds, they can keep the gravy train going. All right, Robbie. You think it's rigged? Robbie thinks it's rigged? All good, man. All good. All good, Robbie. We disagree, Robbie. We disagree. Chase DeMoor is the big, thick dude, 6'5". Chase is bigger than Tate. As soon as I say that, it started fucking buffering. Yeah. Is anyone watching it on Rumble? He's going to be hitting top Z. He's going to be top Z. Put to sleep. Tate can't get hit flush. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he'll get chinned if he does. Oh, watching Andrew Tate get knocked out by Pink Glove. The feminists are going to love this chat. Love it. My stream went all Indian for a second, but it's good. Oh, so it stopped working. Oh my God, they have an Indian referee. Already. Top J Superman punch. Dude, imagine if he throws the Superman. Also, Anthony Joshua had PTSD from trying to get the KO against Andy Ruiz and Dubois. So it makes sense he was more cautious than he should have been. I think he was just... I think he just knows that Jake Paul was coming in overweight because Jake Paul is coming in thick. I think he just knew that. He knew that and he was like, he's going to gas out. It's half an hour of running around and throwing punches. You're gonna gas out. Do we want Chase or Tate to win? I genuinely don't care who wins. Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. I couldn't give a fuck. Tate is awesome. We need to KO this unknown bum. I don't. Like, if Tate gets KO'd, great. If Tate gets the KO, great. The Spurg shot Poetan's arrow at... Fucking idiots. Idiots, man. Chase the GOAT DeMoor. Anyone who does the Poeton arrow normally gets flatline. Oh. Dougie watching boxing 2 nights in a row. I'm actually sitting down properly and watching boxing now. I don't usually do this. Yesterday it was sort of on in the background and I locked in for the Jake Paul section of the fight. A very small percentage of fighters can actually win off a back foot because of the fight I didn't do. If Paul was gassed, it was over for him. If he knew Paul gassed... Yeah, that's all it was, man. Not even watching the fights, I'm just listening. Well, Bilal, it's about to be over. Did you see the Indian fighter do Poeton's whole walkout and then get flatlined through the road? I did see that. I did see that on Twitter. That was fucking gold. Dougie's only watching Andrew Tate because he looks like him. Shut up, dickhead. Jake Paul converted Dougie to a boxer. I am not a boxing fan, Shiloh, but there's nothing else on. I didn't realize Chase DeMoor has a 4-fight win streak. Okay, maybe he's legit. Is Chase DeMoor legit? I don't know. Doug Rod, I'm shocked you're not in your brother's corner for this fight. My brother's corner. I'm going for my brother Tate here. Come on, Tate. All right. Oh, the clock. Shit. Oh my God, Andrew Tate's chin is so high in the air. He runs in the air. Yeah, clock's up. Sorry. Dude, Tate runs forward with his fucking chin in the air. He throws over his chin. He throws over his chin. Rather than short and tucked. He throws over his chin. He's got that tall man style, right? Yeah, you see that? He puts his chin right out there. Very similar to Izzy. Izzy has the same. Not as bad as Ronda, but Izzy's the same. Tall kickboxers have the same. They look over their shots. Aspinall, yeah, tall guys. Tall guys have this problem. They like to look down over their shots. Shorter guys know to hide their chin. Tate's pretty shit. He's an influencer. Motherfucker's showing his chin like it's show and tell. I know, dude. He's just holding it out there. No wonder Tate ducked Darren Till. Oh my God, Darren Till would murder him. Murder him. He looks worse than I expect. He does. I mean, he's alright. He's alright. He's an influencer. He's alright. He's in there against a boxer, I guess. He's alright. He is working the body. You got to give him credit. He's working the body good. Early round, like round 1, he's just focusing on the body. See that body again? Just body, body, body. Toad's pocket boxing caressment has been correct. Toad's pocket boxing is absolutely correct this time. But it is all just body work. All round 1 is Andrew Tate, just to the body. Stream's lagging like crazy. They do that. Smart game plan with the body shots. The dude is going to get... That's what I think. I think that was a clever... I think that was a smart game. Like, it's not the prettiest. Wasn't the prettiest boxing. But it is literally just to the body, to the body, to the body. Threw 1 overhand over the top, maybe 2. Hard to tell with all the lagging going on. Yeah, I know, Junior. Mine's lagging as well, man. Mine's lagging as well, dude. Tate already looks tired. He looks alright. It'll set up the shot over the top. I think so, yeah. I think so. We'll see if he'll mix it up now or if he'll spend the first 2 rounds going to the body. This is kind of slop. Brother, it's an Andrew Tate fight on Misfits. What did you expect? I'd like to think Toad is a coked up Ryan Garcia. Toad's a tight correct up Ryan Garcia. Tate's chin is up in the air. He does hold it in the air, yeah. Just realized Jake Paul lasted 4 rounds longer than Francis. I know, Shyla, but he did it by running away. Francis marched down Anthony Joshua and paid for it. I doubt Tate will gas. It's only 5 rounds, 5 3-minute rounds. Oh no, 6 3-minute rounds. It's only half a fight. Oh, there's Chase DeMoor with a clean 1-2. Chase DeMoor lands on Tate. Couldn't box a box real fighter, so he picked a woman. Oh, Tate over the top. They clinch up. Man, even Tate's clinch is gay. If this was MMA, Tate would have won by now. Impression of Francis confused how Jake. How did he do it? Oh, you meant to run away, not towards. I never thought of that. Oh. Chase DeMoor is bad. Chase DeMoor is bad. Chase DeMoor with the guillotine. There's the body work again from Andy. Big overhand from Tate. Chase DeMoor goes for the clinch. Body shot again from Tate. Overhand from Chase. Battle of who can hold their chin in the air higher. Spamming 1-2s. Tate needs to go for hooks after the body shot. Yeah, after this round. Just keep working the body this round. Spend the first 2 rounds just working the body. Guru said he beats Tate in a boxing match. Guru is delusional. Francis was smart. He just went unconscious instead of allowing his jaw to snap into 2 places. Yeah, honestly, it's easy to go unconscious than have your fucking jaw broken in 2 places. At least you can eat dinner that night. It's like the cornermen barbers telling them to tilt their fucking head. Higher, higher, hold your head higher in the air. Higher in the air. Guru only beats Tate in a sumo match. There you go, Charlotte. You should hold your chin even higher. Guru would win the sumo match. There you go, yeah. How are you, Paul? Good to see you, brother. Merry Christmas. Guru couldn't throw a jab. Mate, he was too busy focusing on the big combinations. Oh, Tate's down! Was that a slip or a knockdown? It buffered. Guru doesn't train, he would lose to the worst fighters. Straight delusional. This correct. Listen, mate, he's had 3 MMA classes, Junior. You know? He's had 3 MMA classes. What high-level boxing? Dude, this is world champion kickboxer here. Usyk versus Jake Paul. Loser gets sent to the front. Run it, brother. Send them to the Ukraine, brother. Is Tate losing? I'm not going to watch. It's 1-1, Paul. It's 1-1. First round, Tate. Second round, Chase DeMoor. Tate knows exactly what moon phase in we're at all times. What's the fucking stance that he has? What was the fucking Tate's face-off yesterday? What was this shit that he was doing yesterday, man? Jake Paul unironically sleeps Tate. I actually think he does, Ali. Not a joke. It was a slip. All right, thanks, guys. I can't believe Tate is struggling. All bark, no bite. That's the problem, isn't it, Shyla? He's just a big dog, all bark. 3 MMA classes. He's losing to a half-decent pro fighter. Yeah, a pro fighter kills him, man. Guru would end up on the back of his head if he took those shots from Josh. Oh, my God, yes. That's what I mean. Like, as YouTubers, the fact that Jake Paul took that shot clean from Anthony Joshua and it snapped his jaw and he got up and laughed about it, he gets the respect. Pereira versus Tate in a heavyweight kickboxing match. They're similar in age and both kickboxing champs. Alex Pereira murders Andrew Tate. Murders him. Murders him. Murders him. It's going to go the distance, and it's going to be sloppy. It's interesting that it's not a one-way demolition. I thought they would have given him a can. It's worse that it isn't a one-way demolition, to be honest. Boxing is a play sport. There's a reason influencers do this shit, not MMA. It does feel like that, doesn't it, Nacho? Like boxers, like influencers do boxing because boxing, it's kind of like jiu-jitsu. It seems like it's not real. Like all this fucking clinching bullshit and running away and... It's like you have to want to engage in boxing for boxing to be real. Like with jiu-jitsu, you have to engage in jiu-jitsu for jiu-jitsu to be real. Guru would feed his teeth to his brain after that. Oh my god, yeah, Guru's teeth will get smashed in. Another shot lands from Chase DeMoor. Dude, Chase DeMoor's pacing up Andrew Tate. Tate's losing. Chase DeMoor is beating the fuck out of Andrew Tate. Calling Tate a kickboxing champion is like calling the Hardwick Brothers MMA champions. They weren't good promotions. They were European promotions. What is happening in there? Tate is clinching up because Chase DeMoor is beating him up. The clinching breaks the immersion that you're watching a real fight. Yeah, it does. Yeah, dude, this fight's horrible. Dude, Tate is not good. Tate is not good, dude. Dude, Tate is not good. Tate is gassing. Tate's stock is plummeting. Holy shit, this is not good. Oh my god. Imagine if he fought Darren Till. Darren Till would actually fucking murder him. Ferguson has shown better fundamentals. Ferguson did. Dude, Jake Paul has shown better fundamentals. Lowercase G. Lowercase G. Oh, I didn't have Tate having any... I didn't have Tate having a mare on my bingo card. I don't know what you're saying, Paul. Tate is unironically going to get chinned by KSI. Yeah. I don't understand why Tate even accepted this fight if DeMoor called him out. I guess Tate thought it was a winnable fight. But Top G would beat you up. Lol, no he wouldn't. Tate is fading. Tate is fading, dude. And Tate's the one that's been doing the body work. How does that dictate? Dude, Tate's the one that did the body work for the first 10 minutes and then he gassed. Tate did the body work and then he gassed. You got DeMoor 3-0. No, I got Tate round 1 and DeMoor 2, the next two. He's Andrew fading bottom G. 2-1? Yeah, 2-1. 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 is what I got. How are you, real Drew Dober? Good to see you, sus pasture. How you been, brother? Hope you're good, brother. You good, brother? Hope you're good. Dude, Tate might get slept this round. Yeah, chin's in the air. Tate might get slept this round. I did acknowledge you, fuckwit. Shut up. If we hold the G, Glugovich, triple G, Tate might be killed. Dude, Tate might get slept here. What's up, Christian Great? You better jump in there and help your brother. My brother's dying, mate. My brother's dying. Were there any interesting fights on the card? Yeah, Tony Ferguson. I thought Tate was meant to be a kickboxing champion 10 years ago, Shyla, in Europe. Yeah. Show us your best Tate. Come on, Tate. Do it. Show us your best Tate. You're broke! You're broke! You bought Misfits and you lost your first fight. You're broke! You're broke! Oh, big shot over the top. Tate is still a legend in his own mind, and that's all he's a legend in. Big up to you, Christian Grey. Yeah, you like that, Doug? Like, you're broke! You're breaking! You're gassed! Dude, lucky Tate didn't put his fucking Bugatti on the line. You look like a brown guy that sings for System of a Down. Shut up, dickhead. Impression of Ariel versus Tate. Ah, this is anti-Semitic. Why didn't he do a kickboxing fight? I have no idea, dude. I don't think he's got the gas tank for a kickboxing fight either. I mean, it's round 4. It's their 3-minute rounds. The ISKA wasn't a top kickboxing organization. Not even a top 10 kickboxing in his division. Okay. Brokies make me sick! Gonna have a sad curse in the Boohoo Gaddy. Dude, he's gonna cry home in the Bugatti tonight. This is not a good look for him. Tate might be the definition of show muscles. Honestly, show lifestyle, to be honest. I can't imagine Tate was sparring 100% for this fight. I mean, the conditioning alone. The conditioning is horrible. He's so gassed. At least be conditioned to go the full fight. He gassed out in the 3rd round. He's been gassed out ever since. So they're 3-minute rounds. So what? Andrew Tate gasses out in 11 minutes? That's it? Andrew Tate gasses out in 11 minutes? Top G gasses out in 11 minutes? It's depressing. It's fucking depressing. Dude, he gassed out in round 3. He stayed gassed out. Tate should have sparred with more casual fighters and influencer chides in the backyard. He never should have stepped into an actual ring. The Boohoo Gotti. The Boohoo Gotti. Tate has never fought under this pressure before, and he has a history of gassing in his fights. Okay. All right. Well, the gas tank is the one thing that you can fix. It is hard to watch. I just watched the Ferguson fight. Not bad. Yeah, that was worth it. That was good. Top G is literally fucking pissing in his diaper. Top G is pissing. Top G is pissing in his diaper. They're playing Rocky music to try and get him going. Why did he just pump some EPO? I mean, he could have gotten away with it. My stream is frozen. My stream is lagged. Okay. Awful fight. This is going to be gold for the commentary tunnels. Dude, my weekend recap. Jake Paul has got balls. Andrew Tate gasses in 9 minutes. I watched the first 2 rounds. I'm back here now. Bilal, it's bad, dude. The best part of this is the 2-day boxing first. We saw Anderson Silva and Tyrone Woodley hold it down for MMA. Jake Paul holds it down for influencer boxing. And Andrew Tate gasses out in 9 fucking minutes on his own promotion that doesn't even have a fucking website. Andrew Tate gets the shit beaten out of him by Chase DeMoor on pink fucking gloves. Dude, Tate is just clinching every shot. Clinching. Literally every shot. Clinch again. Clinch again. Every shot is a clinch. Tate has not thrown a punch in round 5. It is just clinching. Straight onto the hips. Straight away. Straight onto the hips. There's a jab, finally. The commentary can be so fucking funny. I know, dude, yesterday on the Jake Paul commentary. This is shit! Ben Davis is the guy who needs to shut the fuck up, just making shit up. What is Ben Davis saying? Boo, says Shyla. Boo! Andrew Tate is literally trying to take him down. Reminder that Tate confessed to flirting with dudes in the place of his wed clam girls, and he said he was very good at the commentary shit. Oh, sorry, Ali. I'm sorry I'm not doing a good job commentating the fight. Dude, Chase DeMoor is on him! The fight's gonna get finished! Tate isn't even clinching anymore. It's just lame and gay. Tate should just start a podcast with Bryce Mitchell. Boxing ain't it. Dude, this is embarrassing. Tate is quitting. Tate is quitting. He quit in the 3rd round. He's been gassed ever since. If Chase DeMoor had any skill at all. Andrew Tate gasses via TikTok of a ding-dong of a thing. His corner might throw the towel in. His brother won't throw the towel in. Over-under on the amount of shit in Tate's pants. He's shat. Dude, Chase DeMoor is just swinging big meaty hooks. Chase DeMoor is just fucking... Oh my god. It's so fucking bad. Dude. Oh my god. Chase DeMoor is just swinging big meaty hooks. Oh, he used to be a good kickboxer, but he can't pocket box, dude. Pocket boxing is coming through true, Toad. He's pretty much defenseless. Oh, are you not? I am entertained. I am entertained. DeMoor hits like a fucking truck, but he has awful fundamentals. The big, meaty hooks. I swear to God, Josh Emmett throws a tighter hook than Chase DeMoor. Josh Emmett has got a better fucking hook. Jamal Hill has got better boxing. I'm glad I pirated this. Imagine spending $60 on Rumble. Maybe Chase DeMoor is the GOAT. I wasn't shit talking your commentary. Oh, their one. All right, Ali. Sorry, man. I thought you meant this commentary. What about the 100 untrained guys that he sparred in a row? I know. What about the 100 guys off the couch with the dad bods? I know. This is hilarious. I was not expecting it to be this bad. Jamal Hill's footwork puts this guy to shame. That's what I'm saying, dude. Andrew Tate just hands down walking forward. Hugs up Chase DeMoor. Anytime Chase DeMoor gets going, Andrew Tate just hugs. Oh my god. DeMoor working Andrew Tate over. Working him over. Andrew Tate trying to save his life in the clinch. Throws a big meaty hook. DeMoor doesn't separate. Dougie's cousins have got better hooks. Chase DeMoor with the... big step in uppercut from Chase DeMoor. I tell you what, Andrew Tate's chin can fucking take a shot. Holy shit. Chase DeMoor sucks and he's working Tate. I know, but that uppercut, he had fucking everything on it. Is this career suicide? Yes. This is career suicide. The press are going to piss themselves laughing at this performance. Andrew Tate gasses out in 9 minutes and get the shit beaten out of him. Tate gets dog walked by William Knight. The fuck does DeMoor grimace like that? I have no idea. Jamal Hill would actually do whatever the fuck he wanted to Tate. I know. And that's saying something post-Khalil fight. It's true, though. Davidson Figueiredo's Pampage. It's true. Oh, fucking hell. This is embarrassing. If Andrew Tate could just raise his fucking hands, Herbert Burns would make him quit. Norman Dumont would mirage bottom G. Dude, Tate is trying to clinch out of the clinch. Straight away, he's trying to clinch. Tate was trying to clinch the fucking referee there. Did you see that? I've been saying for years Tate wouldn't be ranked in a decent promotion. I mean, you can see that. Imagine getting paid to beat up your boss. Worse yet, imagine paying someone to beat you up. This is the ultimate form of cuckoldry, Bilal. He's paying Chase DeMoor to beat the fuck out of him. Low-key, I'd pick Fiziev to beat Tate if they didn't have a weight cut. Fiziev could outgas Tate. Dude, stop clinching for 30 seconds, please. For fuck's sake. I got bored and turned it off. Tate has been clinching since round 3, Jim. Legit since round 3. Tristan is going to get revenge after this. You better start training hard. I'm going to get in there and revenge my brother. Chase is about to use his ultimate pull in a big wooden paddle. Dude, this was embarrassing. This was embarrassing for Tate. Anderson Silva kills Andrew Tate. Kills him. Yeah, Tate said he was going to teach the whole promotion how to fight. Tate got 60-45, maybe 40. Dude, that was... Andrew Tate won first round. That was it. Been saying it for years. He's shit. And that is boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Chase is bringing fuzzy handcuffs into the octagon for Tate. Oh, Tate is irrelevant now. That was a Mickey Mouse event. That was horrible. Champion of nothing bums. Dude, that was horrible. Horrible. Shit, dumb, dead sport. Boxing's dead. Boxing is dead. Gonna be hard to take him seriously. Dude, that's the end of Tate's career. Look at his brother. Tristan is just like, this isn't good. Look at Tristan's face. Tristan is just like, we're so fucked. Look at Tristan's face. Tristan's face. Tristan had that 1,000-yard stare. We're so fucked. Tate is a kick every fighter, not translating to boxing very well. Didn't translate to boxing at all. Never take anything he says seriously. Tate has negative aura now. Dude, that look on Tristan's face is like JDM crying. Boxing has awful pacing, and even the fun fights only go for 12 rounds. It's too much downtime. I woke up this morning, saw where the card was at. I was legit like, I've got 4 hours. I've got 4 hours till I have to go live. I could go for a run down the beach. I could go to the gym. I could get some food. I was like, I've got so much fucking time. This is a depressing feeling for us because boxing, UFC is absent at the moment. I know, Mitch, but we've got the great GOAT debate. We've got old career watchers. There's only 4 more weeks and the UFC's back. We got plenty of time. Watch Tristan accept a fight with Chase for revenge just to get flatlined in round 1. They should not ever box again. Boxing is not dead. This is the fucking PFL of boxing. Do not say this is... Chris, boxing is dead. If it wasn't for influencer boxing, no one would give a fuck about boxing. This is the peak of boxing. Taker's going to be living under the blanket smelling Romanian farts for the rest of his days now. I hope he didn't spend too much on that new Abu Dhabi mansion. Boxing is gay, punch, clinch. Yeah, boxing's shit, dude. It's shit. Let's watch PFL Africa. Don't know. A draw? A draw? A draw? Oh my god, totally legit sport. Now that is a rigged fight. Who the fuck scored that a draw? Tate gave the Bugatti to the judges? Man, what a fucking embarrassment. What an embarrassment of a fight. Holy fuck, aura was not restored. Dude, what a scorecard, Nacho. Even if Wash Top G went to a draw in there with a prime boxer, even if Wash G went to a draw even if Wash Top G went to a draw with a in their prime pro, I don't know what you're saying. Are you not entertained? I am entertained. Tate definitely flirted with the judges, pretending he was a chick back in the day. Let me listen to what he says. Tate is so embarrassed. I feel sorry for him, and I know I shouldn't. I feel third-hand embarrassment for him. I feel embarrassed. DeMoor broke his nose. You can hear it now. He's talking. Yeah, I feel embarrassed for him. MMA as a whole is shit. If you really think about it, it's just the UFC. That's the best in the whole sport. As an MMA fan, boxing has been bigger, the amount of eyes on it. No. Crisp, no. I say it all the time. Regional MMA is really, really fun. Like Cage Warriors, Eternal, your local MMA show, KSW, Octagon, Friday fight nights in Russia, like MMA all over the world. In fact, it's pretty much just the PFL that's a shit promotion. One championship is super fun. Yeah, Crisp, I couldn't disagree with you more. Did Tate get beat up? Tate got the fuck beaten out of him. Andrew, I help men masturbate Tate. Why the fuck did they interview the loser first? Because he owns the company. Tate, please never fight again. Never fight again. I blame the UFC for this and last night. It's the UFC's fault for being a monopoly that every other organization is shit. Who did he call out? Fury? Tommy Fury. We need this conversation. Pure boxing. Does Joshua Van beat Tate? Like, no body work all day. I can't see Tate even landing. Joshua Van in just a boxing match. Work the body of Andrew Tate. Run around like Jake Paul did. I don't know, man. Boxing got clowned on hard this weekend. Thanks, Jake Paul and Andrew Tate. Insanity, right? Insanity. It's hilarious how Guru's chat is just people paying money to rage bait him. Imagine spending money to rage bait someone. I could absolutely imagine that, Mitch. People spend their entire weekend trying to rage bait me. LFA, Octagon, Ryzen 1, KSW. It's just that the UFC has the most... I know, to say like the UFC is the only thing in MMA is like very ignorant. Very, very ignorant. Hex is great. Boxing is a farce. James Toney is one of the best boxers of all time. Randy Couture ankle picked him and smashed him in 2 minutes. That's like boxing only works when you engage in boxing. The minute you choose not to engage in boxing, which is what Andrew Tate did after round 3, and which is what Jake Paul did prior to round 4 of his Anthony Joshua fight, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Boxing is literally bigger. Where are you getting these numbers from? Some boxing fights are bigger, but every single weekend, boxing doesn't pull in the numbers that the UFC does. Boxing will pull in bigger numbers maybe once or twice a year when they have a super card paid for by Turkshay Ali. But every single weekend on DAZN, the UFC is pulling more numbers easily. Joshua Van breaks Tate's arm in 20 seconds. KSI should have stayed producer. He should have, dude. That was fucking embarrassing. That was horrible. Horrible. The way Andrew Tate threw punches like a women fighter, ironic. That was really bad. What's up, Brady? How are you, man? How are you, Brady? Good to see you, dude. Why would you pay to rage bait someone when you can rage bait Dougie for free? He's right there to get rage baited. He bloody loves it, mate. Dougie's brother, my brother did lose, but that's okay. You know what I mean? We'll be back stronger. We'll be back thicker. We'll be back girthier. You know? We'll be all right, mate. We'll be all right. I believe in us, the Tate brothers. I believe in the Tate brothers. Blast body kicks and head kicks and boxes are literally frozen. JDM versus Islam is the best example. That's what I'm saying. It's like jiu-jitsu. Like, boxing only exists when you engage with them in boxing. The minute you stop doing anything but playing their little sport, it all falls apart. Blast a double leg, it's over. Move backwards, it's over. They can't cut off the cage. They don't have low kicks. Gaethje Plimlet will deliver. So what do we got now? 5 weeks? 4 weeks? It's not that long, right? What's up, Johnny? How are you, man? Dougie has a short fuse. I do have a short fuse. It's true. Jake Paul faked his injury, says Badge. Guys, just so I want everyone to look at Badge. Look at him. Look at him. Drink him in. Notice him. Remember him. He says Jake Paul faked his broken jaw. What a terrible start to the Sunday. Yeah, I think it was pretty good, to be honest, Nacho. Watching Andrew Tate get absolutely slimed out, his entire career go down the drain. I wonder what the Twitter reaction is going to be to this. I can't wait to see, actually, what the fucking Twitter reaction is going to be to this. This is going to be fucking gold. I need to see this. Andrew Tate is fatigued and cornered in the 3rd round. Hard fight for him. Andrew Tate looked exhausted in his corner after 3 rounds against Chase DeMoor. Yep. Championship rounds. Let's have a look. Andrew Tate speaks after his loss. He's tough, better to try than fail. Respect, fighting after a long layoff is unforgiving. People are calling it boring. All those cigars took his cardio. Credit for showing up. Reality hits harder than podcasts. Andrew Tate took the L without excuses. Dude, it seems like Andrew Tate has built up so much fan stock and fan credit. People seem to be giving him credit for going in there and getting it done. How ass is Andrew Tate? True warrior mindset. Andrew Tate will be back. There are people on the side of Andrew Tate. They're like, at least he fought. Shocking. Shocking. I mean, he had 10 minutes of cardio. I hate people that don't have enough cardio to get through their entire fight. How is Dougie cornering his brother and live streaming at the same time? I'm a man of many talents, Wixen. Don't you know this, brother? I'm a man of many, many talents, dude. People paying to rage bait are more pathetic than those who are doing it for free. Well, they just need some sort of entertainment. They need someone to notice them. Chase DeMoor fights like a girl and he still won. That was a bad look for Tate. That was a horrible look for Tate. The next UFC card is on January 25th, I think. All right, we'll be all right. Not gonna lie, Guru probably could beat this shit retards if he trains. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, if you train, you'll be all right. Nitrous on the work van? No idea what you're talking about. Jiu-Jitsu is the same problem. Stay defensively sound. Don't entertain it. Jiu-Jitsu and boxing have the same problem. That's what I mean. Jiu-Jitsu and boxing is the same thing. Don't engage with it and it just doesn't work. So does this legitimize the rig narrative? No. How the fuck has this got anything to do with a completely different fight in a completely different organization, Robbie? Honest to God, Robbie, how does this legitimize the rig narrative in any way? Can you check it now? Don't know what you're talking about. Your argument is flawed. They are completely different spots. Boxers win in boxing and MMA fighters win in MMA. My argument is not flawed. That's the point. Boxing is a sport. It's a game. MMA is a fight. That's literally the argument. Might be an all-time record for quickest aura loss. It might be Waterfalls. Greta Thunberg fingering herself right now. The fucking feminists are loving life right now. True. That UFC 326 card is bananas. They added Moicano, T-City Costa, and other bangers. Yeah, they want the first card of the year on Paramount to draw in as many fans as possible. The UFC are doing that thing where they're like, invite all your casual friends over. This one is going to go hard as fuck. They want the first card to be a banger. So all those guys Tate boxed were just paid to make him look good. That's what I'm hearing. No, dude, they were just like guys they were just normal blokes in his, I don't know, whatever fucking university he has, Andrew Tate University. They were just his disciples that had no idea how to box at all. And he just invited them over to his compound and beat the shit out of them. They were just tourists. They were just tourists. And that's all it is, and that's all they were, and that's all they'll ever be. How did Tate lose to a dude that throws punches like a middle school girl? What a fucking alpha male. It's not even so much that. It's the 10 minutes of cardio. 3-minute rounds. He's gassed out by the end of the third. You know what? Let's be generous and let's say Andrew Tate had 12 minutes of cardio. That is what is embarrassing. Especially considering that Andrew Tate was the one that was doing all the body work in the first round. Should call him Andrew Incel Tate, putting all of us to sleep like that. Andrew Incapacit. Exactly. Joe Rogan would bend Tate over. He would. Bro had 5 minutes of cardio and people are gassing him up. This is the big thing for me, Ali. There you go. Why is there only celebrity boxing and not celebrity kickboxing or MMA? Because boxing isn't a real sport. Boxing isn't a real fight. Boxing is a game. That's why celebrities do it, Cayman. Wixen knows all about your talents. Stop it, Nacho. Wixen, I hope you're staying hydrated. Anyone who says rigged without any proof at this point is just straight up moronic. I know, Junior, I know. Paul versus Joshua is so funny. When you think about all these pussies that say, go watch boxing if you hate wrestling, it's like, yeah, no, we actually we like fighting. That's why we watch the UFC. That's why we watch MMA, because we want to watch fighting. Wrestling is gay. Boxing is gay. Jiu-Jitsu is gay. Put them all together, turn it into a fight, and now you've got a sport. You can get elite level of MMA just by being tough and gritty. You can't do that in boxing because it ain't a fight. Yeah, boxing is a game that you're playing with another bloke. Was it a draw or a dub for Chase? Heard Piggy say DeMoor won. Chase DeMoor easily won every single round except for the first round, and some judge gave it a draw. Embarrassing from Misfits. Also, I want you guys to go to Google and type in Misfits and try and find their website. They don't have a website. They don't have promotion. Andrew Tate doesn't have 15 minutes of cardio. Embarrassing. He doesn't know how to fucking throw a punch without his chin being in the air. It was an embarrassing night for Misfits. Is Greta Thunberg an actual human or a government hybrid? I think she fucked all of the government, and that is what popped out. Greta Thunberg. How dare you? Tate was saving it for the later rounds, but he miscounted. Yeah, he just forgot that, the later rounds go past round 1. Make a video comparing Marab's fight style to Jake Paul's. Maybe I will, Robbie. Takedowns. I'm really excited to see O'Malley's style and Song Yudong. I'm very excited for that fight. I'm very excited to have the UFC back. Turns out cigars are bad for your cardio. Turns out huffing on cigars doesn't give you 30 minutes of cardio. What's up, Eric? Fighting wears you out very quickly. It does, Brady. I know. I'm aware, man. That's why cardio kickboxing is a thing. I've done boxing circuits with my mates before that are boxers. I've done the circuits. I understand. Hitting a heavy bag for 5 minutes will wear you out. I'm not the one that bought a boxing company, called myself Top G, said I was going to test out how good the boxing company was, and then wasn't able to rock up for 15 minutes of a workout. This is what I say. I sit here and I say, I'm the pussy. I know where I'm at. I'm a plasterer. I talk shit. I don't want to get in there and have my arms broken. But they're the ones that put their hands up and say, I'm the warrior. I'm the top G. I'm the man that's ready to kill and defend my entire house at a moment's notice. He's the one that went out there and said all that shit. He's the one that went out there and said all that shit. And he had 9 minutes of fight time. It's embarrassing. And it would be like me being like, I bought the guitar, I instantly know how to play it, and then just sitting here and playing guitar badly for you guys and bragging about how good I was at guitar. This is the problem. Like, I buy the guitar and I say, I'm shit at it. It's taking me a minute to learn how to do it. These people go, I'm the fucking best at it. I'm the top G. I'm the fucking best. And then runs out of gas in 10 minutes. It's fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Damn, that joke would have landed so hard if you weren't dyslexic. Well, you should know your audience as a comedian, Justin Kennedy. You should know that you're typing to a dyslexic. Andrew B would whoop Andrew Tate easily. I believe so. What's up, Eric? What's going on? We just watched Andrew Tate fade in 9 minutes, 3 rounds, and then start instantly hugging as much as possible. Why would Tate be able to do anything against Ramazan Tamirov in literally any combat sport? What would Tate be able to do against Ramazan Tamirov in literally any combat sport? Nothing. Tamirov would beat the fuck out of him, Toad. In boxing, the clinch is a safe space. In kickboxing, there's knees in the break. In MMA, you aren't safe unless you're winning. The only safe place in MMA is hugging in full guard on the ground. That's it, pretty much. It's a shit show. Imagine paying for this, dude. Imagine you went to Rumble and you spent $60 on Rumble Premium. There are some free fights on BKFC right now. Ooh, on BKFC's YouTube channel. All right. I'd toss one stick at Greta Thunberg just for the West. I mean, you'd do it just to shut her up. You'd have to hate fuck her. That's all you could do, is just a good old hate fucking. BKFC. Where are we up to? BKFC fight. Is BKFC on tonight? Oh my God. Countdown to BKFC fight night. Mohegan Sun. The Mohegan Sun Arena Bare-Knuckle fight on Saturday, December 20th. What day is today? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Fight night BKFC. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Dude, that pic before Paul versus Joshua is killing me. It's so fucking funny. The picture before Paul versus Joshua is killing me. I don't know what picture you're referring to. Yan versus O'Malley at the White House is going to be fucking epic. Russia versus the UFC. If they actually promote that fight and made videos for it, it would be huge. Yeah, that is a fight that they could absolutely sell. That is one that they could do massively. Massively if they went for it. At least KSW was banging. There's so many other fight promotions. It's not just UFC. There's KSW. BKFC will be on later. Like right now, the prelims are on, so BKFC will be on. Breaking, you cannot be confident as you are not the heavyweight world champ. You cannot be confident if you are not the You can be I honestly think you people are dumb. I swear to God, you people are dumb. I swear to God, you people are dumb. You people are dumb. You are dumb people. You are dumb people. You know there's a difference between being confident and saying I'm going to buy the entire promotion and test out them myself. There's a difference between being confident and saying, I am the fucking toppest G in the world. I can beat up any man and defend my house. You do see the subtle difference. Of course you don't, because I swear to God, you people are dumb. You are dumb people. It's a group chat of fucking morons. You should not brag about being a good guitarist. Just do a stream playing like shit while acting like you're the Dimebag Daryl. You should brag about being a good guitarist and just do a stream playing like shit. I know, that's pretty much the internet. Just brag about it. Just brag about it and say you're the best. Is BKFC on right now? Yeah, it's on YouTube right now. Andrew Tate should have trained with Bryce Mitchell to get the elite of the elite gas tank. I mean, Bryce Mitchell doesn't gas out, and he's just got that pig farming strength. He's just got that pig farming gas tank. Romero versus Mark Hunt. Is that on BKFC today? Is that what's happening? BKFC tap. Is that what you're saying? Romero versus Mark Hunt randomly into the void? BKFC Tapology. BKFC Tapology. Parker Porter versus Anthony Garrett. That's on tonight. Parker Porter versus Anthony Garrett. Why are we saying Romero versus Hunt? Pat Casey versus Brian McDonald. I have no idea why we're saying. We're just saying things into the void. Where am I up to? Yoel Romero is going to get another body. I don't know what you're talking about. $60 is insane. Yeah, $60 was the price for that. Can you imagine? Parker Porter in the BKFC main event. Yeah. Oh, never mind. It's next year. That's why we were confused, Junior. You were confused because I was confused. All good. I don't watch Tate. Did he say I'm going to beat everyone up? That's pretty much his entire shtick, Eric. Yeah. God, this chat. I know. It's hard to sit here and do the live chat because it is just like, it's just like talking to a wall of fucking idiots. Honest to God, sometimes it's like talking to a wall of fucking idiots. BKFC is a game changer. I can't wait to see the pig of Porker. I know, Parker Porker in the main event. Fucking glorious, man. Imagine calling another man top G. What a bunch of soys. I mean, there are people online defending him right now. Just kind of crazy. That was like watching two gay motherfuckers fighting. Andrew Tate was in on the hips every minute of the fight. Every minute of the fight, he was in on the hips. Hawking said people who boast about their IQs are fools. Yeah, I could see that. Why the fuck did so many new cunts join the Discord today? That would be the Andrew Tate fans, Nacho. You know, when the Muslim fighters are on, we get the wave of the Muslim guys that join the Discord because they think they're going to see the fight for free in the Discord. And now we got the opposite of that. Today there was 35 people in here during the Andrew Tate fight watching us commentate it. And now it's gone down to 15 people. You know, there are retards out there who said Khabib would have beaten Alex Pereira in a street fight. I can believe that. Yeah. Close the borders. It's an invasion. Tell me about it. I was wondering that too. It's so over for Tate. It is over for Tate. Yeah. Romero versus Lorenzo Hunt is going to be a banger. Hunt is the only scrap in bare knuckle, but this is next year. Combat sports fans can be retard, more precisely the hardcores. Oh yeah. No, it's insane. The idiots. It is insane. It's insane. Oh! Man, oh man, did I get some backlash for yesterday's video. Woo, boy. And I've got to say this, Nacho, you're the only one. You actually, Nacho, and one other person. You and one other person, Nacho, are the only people on Team Khabib to actually engage with the talking points of the video. You're the only ones. Everyone else in the comment section is just exactly what I said would happen at the start of the video. Americans cheat. Australians cheat. Like, they're talking about every other country and everyone else rather than talking about the teams. And they're just calling me Islamophobic. Go get a job. You've only got 300 views. Everyone else is doing exactly what I said at the start of the video. You and one other guy, Nacho, are the only ones to actually engage with the points of the video as they stand. It's something to look forward to. Two amazing comebacks on YouTube. Run of the way. Good one. Oh, yeah, BKFC is on right now. They're just highlights right now. There's no, holy shit, someone has slept. Oh, these are just highlights. They're just showing highlights over at BKFC. Who the fuck is Ben Rothwell? How dare you not remember who Ben Rothwell is? The Dark Lord himself. The Dark Lord, Big Ben Rothwell. The GOAT, Ben Rothwell. You really upset the lads? I know. I don't care. Who said that? Who said who's Ben Rothwell? Ban him! Your video about the mountain men seems to be always pop off. I wonder why. That's a bannable offense. Ban him! Ban that fool! Can I time Junior out? Absolutely you can. This message was deleted by... Delete him, ban him. Bro brought the company and did that. That's the most embarrassing thing. He bought the company and had a few minutes of cardio. That to me is the most embarrassing thing. I wouldn't be surprised about the backlash when it comes to Khabib fans. We all know why. Yeah, they are insane. They are insane. Blasphemy! Blasphemy! Nacho, do you want to talk about yesterday's video? I don't know how locked in you are. I want to give you a chance to actually argue back. I just don't want to, like, talk over you if you're only half here. So, like, are you sitting at the computer, like, properly typing, Nacho? So we can talk about yesterday's video? Because I went and researched those other gyms that we were talking about. I went and checked. Nacho got the friendly fire out. Let's talk about how gay boxing is. Oh, we'll do that. We'll do that. Don't worry about that. I'm taking a shit right now. I don't blame you, Eric. Well, remember, RIP Justin Kennedy. You know, we had to lose him. I'm locked in, brother. You're on your phone. You're locked in. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, so we talked about it. Cool. Let's do it, brother. Let us debate. Let us debate. I didn't know who Ben Rothwell was. Ban him! Ban him for not knowing who Ben Rothwell is. Ban him. All right, let us debate. Sorry, Justin, it was a mistake. That's all right. That happens. Shit happens, mate. I went on a 10-mile run since there is no UFC today. It was pretty calming. Going for a run is calming. Go into the bush, go for a run. It is calming. It's very calming. Oh, I need to text my mother and tell her I'll be in for dinner tonight. Base Darren Till, who left the main event early. I don't fucking blame him. That was a joke. Darren, that was a actual joke. Let me just text my mother and tell her I'll be in for dinner. I'll message mum and dad since boomers don't check their phone. Bro needs to learn the Dark Lord before he comes back. Tell me about it. Hey, what's up, Bruce Wayne? How are you, man? How are you, man? Dougie's favorite bush to explore is his cousins. That is disgusting. Why didn't you do a live for yesterday's event? I needed a break from the retardation. I had personal business to attend to. No, I was busy. All right, so we talked about Jackson Winkle Gym. Let's talk about that first. 10 miles ages you? Nah. Even my little brother knows who the Dark Lord is, mate. Imagine not knowing who the Dark Lord is. Right, let's talk about Jackson Winkle Gym, okay? Let's talk about Jackson Winkle Gym, since this was the biggest one, where apparently there were 5 athletes that popped. Ban each other. Even my little brother knows who the Dark Lord is. When did the stream start? The stream started an hour and 45 minutes ago, mate. An hour and 45 minutes ago. Okay, so, obviously, Nacho... Obviously, the biggest one from Jackson Winkle Gym is John Jones. John Jones popped for steroids, but John Jones was kicked out of their gym in 2021. So they threw John Jones to the fucking wolves for steroid cheating. They got rid of him. But yes, John Jones is a member of Jackson, or at least was a member of Jackson Winkle Gym, but the gym didn't circle the wagons around him like Team Khabib does. They fucking got rid of him in 2021 because of all the trouble that he was causing. So Jackson Winkle has 1 strike against their name. Fair enough. The next one is Frank Mir. Now, I would argue, Nacho, and you can argue back on this, whether or not you think this is fair. We'll get to the MMA labs. We will get to the MMA labs. I searched them. Now, number 2 for Jackson Winkle Gym is Frank Mir. Now, I would argue That Frank, do we have Shooter Box? Didn't check Shooter Box. Didn't check Shooter Box. I checked MMA Labs and I checked Jackson Winkle. I would argue that Frank Mir is not as bad as what is going on right now with Team Eagle, because this would be the pre-USADA era when everyone was cheating. I did MMA Labs. We will check MMA Labs. And Frank Mir is before the 2016, 2017, USADA era. And I brought up Team Eagle from 2016, 2017 onwards, from the Abdulmanap sort of stuff. So I'll chuck Frank Mir in, but I mean, this is from back in the day, from well back in the day before we had the USADA era. Next one that you guys brought up, Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum has never trained at the Jackson Wink Academy for any of his training camps at all. So Kelvin Gastelum is not one of the 5 athletes that we were checking for Jackson Winkle Gym. So Kelvin Gastelum doesn't fit. Alistair Overeem. Alistair Overeem trains at Jackson Winkle, but again, very, very ahead of it, like in that era where everyone is doing steroids, but fuck it. We'll leave him in. We'll leave him in. And then lastly for Jackson Winkle Gym, Diego Sanchez, which is a legitimate one. I would say this is their most legitimate pop to use in the argument. So we could say that they've had 4 versus Team Khabib, who has had 7. Out of those 4, they have barred John Jones from training at the gym, or like they have thrown John Jones to the wolves. Frank Mir is before the USADA era, and Alistair Overeem is also, we'll put him in there. We'll put him in there. So I would argue that they've got 5. I would argue that they've got 2 athletes that have popped from Jackson Winkle Gym in the modern USADA era. Nacho, what do you think about that? My dad went to Frank Mir's seminar back in the day. He called him a hefty fella while showing class attack. He was a hefty feller. He was a big feller. He was a big hefty feller of a bloke. Anyway, that's Jackson Winkle. So we said they had 5 athletes that popped. They've had 4. Oh, sorry. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, they've had 4. They've had 4 athletes that have popped. 2 of them from before the USADA era. And, well, one of them being John Jones. During the USADA era, who they threw to the edge. Who they threw to the wolves. And after that, he lost a bunch of weight. Who's that? Your dad or Frank Mir? I mean, that's what happens when people do steroids. They blow up and then they deflate. Very, very fucking normal. It was just the kangaroo meat. That's all it was. It was just the kangaroo meat. To be honest, I always thought Tate was cringe as fucked. I always liked Tristan Tate a lot better. Yeah, Tristan always does seem to be the nicer one. But, Andrew just talked a whole bunch of shit and could not back it up. The day came to back it up and he couldn't back it up. Girthy stream today? Nah, not a girthy stream today. We'll go for a little bit, but not a girthy stream today. No, not so much. Ali Believinoff is a Jackson Wink guy who popped. Let's check this. All right. I think Overeem still counts. You can have Overeem. I've got Overeem in there. I've got Overeem in the 2 that count. I agree with you. I think Overeem counts. I think Overeem counts, and I think Diego Sanchez counts. I think Frank Mir is a stretch because it was before the era. And I think John Jones obviously counts, but the gym disavowed him. Team Eagle will not disavow any of their... In fact, as we can see, they circle the wagons. So I don't know what you want to do with John Jones. You can leave him in or chuck him out. I chuck him out because they disavowed him. I agree. I think Overeem counts. So I would have it as 2 that count. But let me check Ali. Let me check this brother. Right. Ali Bigelov has trained at the Jackson Wink Academy. He's a former UFC contender in the Hall of Fame. Been in some advance. He is now... Okay. All right. Has he... Okay, same thing. It's funny that he's popped for steroids, and he's also he also fights in that Russian promotion that Sergey Pavlovich does. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, yes, Alice the Big Blov has popped as well. He has popped as well. And it was back in 2014. Back in 2014. So, you could chuck that in for sure. You can absolutely chuck that in. You can absolutely chuck that in. You think Overeem still counts as well? We did that one. EP after the fight. Nacho is correct. By the sounds of the name, I can tell you he does steroids. I mean, he fights at that Russian Fight Night promotion. Yeah, he absolutely does steroids. Absolutely. Darren Till would destroy Andrew Tate. Yeah, of course, man. Fucking easy. Send the fucking email. No idea what you're talking about. Do you have Jackson winning any rounds? Do you have Jake Paul winning any rounds in the Anthony Joshua fight last night? I did. I had Jake Paul winning the first round and the fourth round. Tate would get sparked out by Jack. He's genuinely a terrible boxer. Has Till been dropped? Has Till been dropped by Misfits? Has Till been dropped in a boxing match? Has Till been dropped by his promoter? Has Till been dropped with any level of context? Rockhold multiple time by Live Island contestant. Rockhold multiple times by... Rockhold multiple times by... It's just a random word generator. I swear to God, chat is just a random... I swear to God, I'm talking to a bot. This whole window is just a bot. It's just a random word generating bot that doesn't ever make any sense. So, you got Jackson Winkle Gym. Which could be, you could make a video about this one, Nacho. I'll give you that one. Jackson Winkle Gym has got enough people popping where you could make a video about it. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just as bad. That is just, yes, we are a chat GPT. I know, the chat literally never makes any fucking sense, and it does my head in. I swear to God, people just type random fucking words in there just to piss me off. Doug's brain is extra today. I mean, it doesn't make any fucking sense! People just type shit that doesn't make any fucking sense! No fucking context! And then you got people like Junior talking about a random fight next year. He literally says it's next fucking year. They do this all the time. Like fucking Bruce Wayne last week, I'm telling him 3 times that's not the right fight. He goes, oh, whoops, I Googled it wrong. Like, fuck you. Write something with any modicum of context. For fuck's sake. You're fucking retarded. Mateus Nicolau also popped and trained with them. Dougie has been doing his research. I'm happy that you're doing this. I'm checking the fighters. Mateus Nicolau, let's check. So annoying. Fucking just write a word. What do you think? Ooh, just Bluebell. Bluebell. Just fucking words. Random fucking words. 28 carrots we eat in a span of 4 minutes during the elevator. Yeah, just random fucking words, man. Mateus Nicolau. Jackson Wink MMA Academy. Has he trained at Jackson Wink? I'd like you to issue a formal apology for saying no. Why? No. Why would I? If anything, this just brings up a broader conversation about other teams that have popped. There's no fucking way I'm apologizing to Team Khabib. This is what's so weird to me, Nacho. I've got to say, it's shocking to me that you're on Team Khabib. It's really weird to me that you're on Team Khabib. Like, no one has been able to say that I'm wrong about this. The entire team popping. No one's been able to say that I'm wrong about this. People have called me all kinds of names and called me an istophobe and called me a racist. But I've been right. Like 7 members of the team. And just because Jackson Wink is worse doesn't mean I apologize to Team Khabib. It just means I make another video on Jackson Wink, which is totally fine. But there was something that I wanted to share. Check this out, Nacho. Check this out that I found. So these are, the Russian team has been banned from sports. The Chinese swim team has been banned from sports. The Essendon Football Club was banned. The Cronulla Sharks was banned. A entire cycling team on the Tour de France has been banned from sports. The entire national weightlifting team of Bulgaria has been banned from sports. And check this out. In 2025 in Australia, as of 2025, if more than 2 athletes from a team violate anti-doping rules during an event, the entire team can face disqualification. The entire team can face disqualification. So if one more member of Khabib's team was to pop during the PFL tournament, all of Team Khabib could be disqualified from competing in Australia. Fucking crazy, right? Dougie is clearly low sugar. No, I've had chat several times type random shit that doesn't make sense. Hats off. It's happened like 5 times in today's stream. The chat just doesn't make any fucking sense. Fucking Junior is bringing up a fight from next year out of the blue. He just types in the fucking name of the fight. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Fucking Eric is like, how dare you be confident? I'm not talking about confidence. I'm talking about Andrew Tate buying the entire company, saying he's the better boxer out of all of them. Doesn't even rock up for 9 rounds. It's literally a fucking unending stream of idiocracy. No daily gay time makes Dougie angry. Dougie, good point made up. Get a golden gay time. Just because there are other teams don't make team any less bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, all right, we found another team that does it. I'm not apologizing to Team Khabib. I'm not really on their team. I've always said the whole sport is riddled with drug cheats, so singling them out is weird. Did you add Nicolau to the list? 6 or 7 for the Jackson. I will add Nicolau. I'm just checking in on the AI stuff. I will add him to the list. But that is also why, Nacho, I said at the start of the video, and I meant it sincerely. I said 2 things at the start of the video when I did this video. I said, number 1, this isn't about the country. This is about a specific team. And number 2, I want to know if there is another team that has been just as bad. And the team that you guys have told me about, Jackson Wink, I have followed up and checked. Like, I'm not singling them out because it's just them. They just seem to be the most prominent. If we find another team that's just as bad, especially with recent stuff, like this one that we just searched here, and I'll add Nicolau to the list. But like Kelvin Gastelum wasn't even on their team. And this one is back in 2014. Who did we do? Ali Bulganov. This was back in 2014. He doesn't even fucking fight for the UFC anymore. He fights over in Russian fight nights. Like, it's not as relevant. You know, Ali Bulganov isn't really as relevant. However, this team is still popping. Diego Sanchez popped in 2020. So it's a team that has history of popping even to this day. You could say all the way from the team's inception, from Frank Mir, all the way to the modern era, they're still popping. You can make an argument for that. So I'll check them. Team Khabib is being framed by the whites. All right. What do they all have in common? They're all former communist nations. We will find ways to get around the steroid test. We will. It's kind of bad, though, because we are more likely to lose in Australia. Ban them from America instead. Ban them from Australian competition. They shouldn't be allowed into Australia. These motherfuckers, they shouldn't be allowed into Australia. Where did I have that? The Australian testing thing. There it is. It's down there. Teams that have been suspended before in the past. I had that over here. What's going on? We're just talking about teams. Dougie, what is your favorite Christmas meal to have with the family? Lamb. They don't give you context. They do pigs and panthers. Dougie crashes out. Sounds like me when I mute my phone at work. They're just retarded. Thank you for the $1, Eric. I appreciate it. Over a minute, by the way. What are you talking about? Over 2 minutes, by the way. What are you talking about? Oh, reading the screen. Thank you for the $1, Eric. I appreciate it. You know who never pops? TriStar, GSP, Rory McDonald. And well, GSP had trained at Jackson Wink. He came up as, or was it the MMA Labs? One of them, GSP, was on the list as having trained there. I'm not being here. What's the crash out been about this time? Just the chat being a fucking random word generator again. Enjoy the pennies. Thank you for the American dollar, Eric. Did you watch the fight yesterday? I did. I had it on my phone. I've locked in for the... I was kind of half watching the Anderson Silva one, and then I locked in for the Jake Paul one. Yes, Mateus Nicolau has trained at Jackson Wink Academy in mid-2006. He was intended with their most training period there in our gym, but decided to stay there to complete his camp for an upcoming fight. He trained there and is listed among the high caliber fighters who have passed through the gym doors. He primarily trains in Brazil, but he has trained there. Oh, very interesting. He trains there in 2016, and then he pops right after that. Right fucking after that. Thank you, Eric, for the other $1, man. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the $2, Eric. Diego Bendengo also trained with Jackson Wimp. Popped 8 for them now, I think. Thank you, Eric, for the third $1, man. Appreciate you. Diego Bendengo. Rigged pocket boxing plant program Ramazan to 0. Thank you, Toad, for spamming words. I appreciate it, man. Really good. Thank you, Toad. Appreciate that. If you look at GSP's photos, he kind of has HDHD. That's what everyone has been saying for a while. That's what everyone's been saying for a while about GSP. Mateus Nicolau. Mateus Nicolau. Mateus Nicolau. Boom. Nope. Hold on, Mateus Nicolau. Vending machine transactions. Thank you, Eric, for the fourth gay unicorn $1. Beautiful, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the $4, Eric. You're sending my kids through college. Mateus Nicolau. Oh, the peeled banana peel. Didn't a Holloway pop for weed? Yeah, but we're checking this specific gym, brother. Eric's bought 5 cooks so far. I know. Eric, thank you for the banana peel $1. Oh, my God. Killing it, Eric. Mateus Nicolau pops. This is a bad one. Because he literally goes and trains there in mid-2016 and then pops right afterwards. Right fucking afterwards is when he pops. That's a bad one. That's a really bad one. Thank you, Nacho, for gifting the membership, dude. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. And thank you, Eric, for the shekel one. Mateus Nicolau. I can get there. There's Mateus Nicolau. Let's check Diego Brown. Thank you, Eric, for the $1, the diamond, the Dustin Poirier diamond. Appreciate you, brother. DJ Aiden never returned after that stream. Good. RIP the boss. He'll be back again next year. Don't worry about him. Diego Brown trains at UFC, at Ryzen, at Fight Nights Global. Fight Nights is another one. Thank you, Nacho, for gifting another membership, dude. Based Gotti, remember her? She disappeared off the face of the planet. The burger. Thank you, Eric, for a burger donation. Appreciate you, brother. Eric's spending all of his commissionary show. Eric is spending all of his Christmas money, and we love to see it. And then Eric is going to go to the bank, and Eric is going to be like, no, turn it off. No more. Eric's about to do a whole bunch of refunds. Diego Bendengo ran in with USADA in a 9-month sanction in 2016. And he trained at Jackson Wink. I'm claiming my card is stolen, by the way. Yeah, I don't blame you right now. I don't blame you. Eric is at the bank right now doing that. He's just taking out $1 at a time. Oh, thank you for the love heart dollar, Eric. I appreciate that one. That's the cutest one. That's just beautiful, man. Dude, Jackson Wink is so... What is this one? Thank you for the buildings, mate. Thank you for another $1, Eric. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for yet another $1. Thank you for yet another $1. Yeah, Nacho, have you got any more from Jackson Wink? Love heart from 9/11. I know, that's pretty bad. Cheers, Dougie, ripping this bottom G pack. Well, you're welcome, Christian Grey. Fucking bottom G embarrassed himself badly tonight. Very fucking badly. Nacho gifting there. Nacho and Eric are going for $1 for $1 dono war here. Nacho versus Eric, $1 each. $1 a sec. This is like $1 a second. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Osama got a membership after the bombing. No way. That's just the way YouTube works, mate. Eric is getting a bonus this year thanks to Daggy. I'm mogging, by the way. You are mogging, Nacho. Absolutely mogging him. Thank you for the popcorn one. The members are $1.50, so I'm winning. No, Eric has done like $10 in donation. Thank you for the birthday cake $1 donation, Eric. I appreciate you. So we have got Alistair Overeem, Diego Sanchez, Ali Bogdanov, John Jones, Frank Mir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. This is the last day of my membership. Well, hang around, man. Hang around because Nacho and Eric are in a donating mood, so you might get a membership today. All right, Jackson Winkle is just as bad as Team Khabibi. Will they have Hill versus Black? Do you think they will do Hill versus Blackowicz? No, because Jamal Hill is going to take a year off. He's already talked about that. He's injured and he needs to have an entire year off to put his ankle back together. Oh, Eric, thank you for the dog sticker, mate. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for yet another $1, dude. That's so many dollary dues, Eric. It's a female dog. You're a female dog. How many is this, mate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thank you for the $12, Eric. I appreciate it. And thank you, Nacho, for another gifted membership. And Nacho, that's only 4 gifted memberships. That's not quite $12. They tax the shit out of it. Tell me about it. That's not all my $12. She said she was 12. She said she was overage. How many glizzies for a glizzy overdrive? We're never doing a glizzy overdrive. That shit's gay as fuck. Oh, Nacho absolutely destroys Eric with the 5 gifted memberships. Does Bruce Wayne end up getting one? Can you at least finish the video on the stream? What does that mean? Thank you, Nacho, for the $5. Well, they're $1.50 each, man. Thank you, Nacho. Nacho ends up mogging Eric and completely blowing him out of the water. We appreciate it, brother. All right, Jackson Winkle absolutely deserves a video. The Glizzy... No, I'm never watching that video again. That shit is gay as fuck. The next one that we checked was MMA Labs. MMA Labs had Kyler Phillips, Alex Caceres, which was just weed. Like, Nacho, are you going to count weed? These ones are absolutely EPO. There definitely needs to be a follow-up video on Jackson Winkle Gym. Absolutely. Especially with the fact that you could go all the way back to the gym's creation, to the modern era. You could destroy Jackson Winkle Gym. Weed? I don't know, man. The weed one seems... I don't know. Then you guys talked about Miles Johns over at MMA Labs. Miles Johns has never trained at MMA Labs. Thank you, Nacho, for another 5 gifted memberships, and Eric is absolutely obliterated off the face of the earth with the donations. He gets absolutely fucking nuclear strike from orbit. Eric stands no chance. Alex Caceres, Sean O'Malley. Oh, Sean O'Malley absolutely does fucking count. I don't give a shit that he says he sweated on people. If you're counting Islam for using medication, then weed should count. But the medication that Islam used is a world-known EPO. That's the difference, right? I mean, I'll leave Alex Caceres in there. I don't care. The gym popping is the gym popping. But it's not just a medication that has no other use. It's just a heart medication. No, it's a world-renowned EPO that is so good at being an EPO, the Russian state set up their entire Olympic team to be on that medication. You know? It's not like it's fucking ibuprofen that just happens to be banned. Fight Labs is a solid YouTube channel. Have you seen it? I have seen it. I love their fucking breakdowns. It's called a bait and switch, mate. The bid higher just for some sucker to end up paying 30 times. That's what they're supposed to do. It's called a bait and switch, mate. I made the bid higher just for some... Oh, you did that. You forced Nacho to donate so many memberships. Well, thank you, Nacho. I appreciate it. Do you think steroid use is cited in the Quran? No, obviously steroid use is not cited in the Quran. However, they are meant to not do any drugs that makes them feel any differently. The Russians have been doping since the beginning. I know, but again, I'm trying to make it about specific teams. Thank you, Eric. No, thank you, Nacho. He's the one that gifted the money. I'm trying to make it about specific teams, not so much about countries, you know. Also, meldonium was banned from competitions just before Islam popped. It really makes you wonder how long he was taking it. Was banned just before Islam popped. Really makes you wonder how long he took it for. Well, you could say he took it from his surgery in 2014. I forced his hand just like we both forced you onto your belly. I'm not on my belly, cunt. I'm right here. Seems like if they're using steroids, they're also going against their religion. Yeah, it would say that, but it doesn't specifically say steroids, brother. However, they are meant to not do gambling. And Khabib, well, his crypto thing is pretty much gambling, right? But they do that. They do the crypto scamming as well. The Discord. Rape Dougie in the Discord. Yeah, I did say that, man. I did say that. That was a weird time. That was very fucking strange. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. That was fucking bizarre. The Rape Dougie thing was last night. It was more than 2 hours ago. You're an idiot. Aren't there drugs that can be taken and not show up? Yeah, you can get designer steroids made for you. Now I can't feed my daughter thanks to Eric. No. How many times did Khabib scan his fan base? I think 4 times is the count. 3 or 4 times. There's a video you can check out. It's called The Countless... Where is it? The Countless Controversies of Khabib Nurmagomedov. The Countless Controversies of Khabib. Yeah, this is the one. Check this one out. Go and watch this video. If you want to know how many times Khabib has scanned his fans, go and watch that video. It's fucking good, man. It's like 5 a.m. over here, so it was like 2 hours ago when it was 3 a.m. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. And everything after the Andrew Tate fight has been absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. I'm going to go. I'll be back tomorrow. There's 5 gifted memberships. Musical got one. My brother got one. It's a good bounce. That was a really good bounce. I'm going to do 5 more gifted memberships. Why are you leaving? Did the Andrew Tate fight happen already? Yeah, it happened an hour ago. It happened an hour ago. We did serious research and donated members for you, and you called it dog shit. Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. But yeah, I will do a follow. So the reason that I've got all these notes, Nacho, is because I am going to do a follow-up to that video. And we will bury Jackson Winkle Gym as well. There's a really good video to be made here, Nacho. A really fucking good video to be made here. With these people that have popped. Diego Brando, Mateus Nicolau, and also the way that you could frame the entire argument that they've been doing it forever to this day. Really good stuff. Can you say the word on bet challenge? I would love to see someone do. Can you say the word on beat challenge? What's the word on beat challenge? No. Tony versus Jake is next. No, Tony just needs to keep crushing cans. Tony is doing everything perfectly. There was a good bit of brain rot in the later half of the stream. The later half of the stream was absolute dog shit. I expect a shout out to Nacho in the video. I'll give you a shout out in the later half of the video. Not what is, brother. Not what is at all, brother. Absolutely. But that's it. 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm going to make a video tomorrow recapping combat sports for the weekend. Laughing at Andrew Tate and shouting at what a weird sport. What a weird weekend for combat sports. What a weird weekend for boxing. So strange. Chop G, more like top drink. You sent it on Instagram for an example. Let's have a look at Instagram real quick. It's probably going to be a complete fucking waste of time. In fact, I can almost guarantee it's going to be a waste of time because whenever someone sends me something on Instagram, it's a waste of time. Say the word on beat challenge. It's a fun drinking game. It'll be a fun drinking game. I never get gifted a membership when I'm on stream, so I'll be missing one in the next couple of days. They'll pop up. You'll get one, Bruce. You'll get it. Shout out to Nacho in the video. Oh, yeah, of course I'll do a shout out to Nacho. Did Andrew Tate lose? He lost in the most embarrassing way possible, Alpeg. He ran out of breath and then hugged for the rest of the fight. I just want to hear someone dyslexic do it. What? Parrot, 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 carrot, 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 carrot. It's the reading of the... You know what, Eric? Seeing the symbols might actually be better for me than reading the words, because dyslexia is the jumble of the letters, where seeing the words might actually be better. Seeing the symbols. It changes. Yeah, it might be better for the dyslexic. You never know. But yeah, go back and watch the Andrew Tate fight. It's embarrassing. You watch him get his face kicked in. Bruce Wayne getting the Bro Joey treatment. No, we love Bruce Wayne. We're not shoving him off the channel. Bro Joey got pushed off the channel. Yeah. But that's that. I'm going to go. Tate lost. UK wants the US to extradite him to be prosecuted. Yeah, Tate's going to have to hide in Abu Dhabi. We will use hieroglyphs to speak to you in the future. Thank you. Will Usyk fight Jake Paul? Absolutely not. Jake Paul said he's going to go down to cruiserweight. Not having a good week. B's not having a good week. He's not having a good week. Tate's not having a good week. True. You want to why are you gay before we get out of here? Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? You are gay.
Right, tomorrow morning, at the same time as always, a video is going to be dropped. It'll be a combat sports for the weekend recap video. Then in the afternoon, there will be a stream as normal. We are going to start talking about the GOAT list. I said we would have that debate over the Christmas break. That is it. I've got regular work planned for the week, except for Wednesday, where we are going to be doing the Monopoly live stream over on Jock's channel on Wednesday, which is going to be fucking epic. And then Thursday, Friday, we're getting into the New Year's. So towards Thursday and Friday, it'll be time to suit up. And when we suit up, we will do the Dougie's Corner Awards show, where people will be getting their awards. Most annoying cunt in the chat. First here, best dressed. Good stuff like that. We will take down every gym involved in the UFC. I'm going to research ATT next. Yeah, please do. I'd like to know, like, honestly, so far with the MMA lab, not the MMA labs, Jackson Winkle, we've got 7 for them. And with Team Eagle, we've got 7 for them. I wonder if there is a gym that can crack 7 steroid accusations at one gym. Maybe it will be a thing where just most of the gyms have insane steroid accusations. Maybe it will be. Maybe it will be. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Nacho. Jake Paul won't be boxing anytime soon. No, he's got his jaw caved in. We will be the best picker. And will the best picker be one of the awards? No, you already know that one. You know who the best picker is. And well done, Bruce Wayne. Brazilian gym somewhere. Yeah, we'll get Shoot the Box gym. We'll get him. We'll light him up. We'll light him up. We'll light him up. All right, I'm out of here. People forget, man. I was the first in. People do forget Christian Grey, but that's all right. You're still maybe the best Womp. Well, I don't know if it's between you and Mitch. You and Mitch are two Canadians that love to fucking get on the Womp. So we'll see. See you guys. Have a good day. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate all of you. See you guys. Bye, 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 bye.